Welcome back to Pace Fall 2024. I'm here with Weatherton.
Hey, everyone.
And we are showing off a awesome top 8 of Mario Kart 64. And these players have qualified for this semifinals, where it is 1, 4, 5, and 8, and then it'll be 2, 3, 6, and 7 of how well they placed. And there will be 16 races during these semifinals 1, and then we'll have semifinals 2 right after that. So we'll get started in just a few moments.
Yeah, 16. There are 16 courses in the game. They're going to play through all of them in an order, not the game's order, I guess. Close to it, though. Starting with Mushroom Cup.
Yes. So our players seem to be ready. So we'll be starting on Luigi Raceway. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we're starting off with probably the most luck-dependent track.
I'm convinced there's no real strategy to win this
Yes, absolutely.
Because the further back you are, the better items you get. You can cut this grass with speed items.
Of course.
If you're way ahead, you're going to get hit by stuff. So,
yeah, already we're seeing a very crucial item in the top left right here.
Yeah, and Dan's holding on to that. Dan's game.
Yes.
We've got Danny and Dan. It's going to be interesting, I think.
Yes, absolutely. But sure enough, this will be something to remember for sure.
So, yeah, you'll want, on the last lap, you'd love to come in with a speed item, whether it be triple mushrooms, gold mushroom. Star would be the best.
Yeah. Very crucial item. And also, keep in mind there also will be boos that can come into play.
Yeah, if you're in first or second, you can get a boo, and that can steal any item.
Yes.
In versus, you are actually stealing somebody's item.
Yes.
In GP mode, if you see folks running that, then you're not really stealing an item. You're just basically getting an item block.
Yeah. All right, we're heading into lap number 3. Danny gets hit by the blue shell and is getting comboed by Dan's.
Dan's and Danny?
Yes, Dan's and Danny. And Shock is in play, but Qubit dodges.
I think
very crucial star pull there, and now is going to golden up here. Does get hit by a shell of some kind, though.
Dan's game just got rid of all of his shells to make it crazy in there.
Yes.
He did not get a speed item, I think.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I don't think it'll...
I guess it doesn't matter. Nobody got a speed item. Crab Storage used his
speed item, so
I probably would have held on
first,
to that.
But Danny trying to finish at the end.
Oh, wow.
And a second place at the very end. Qubit will be getting 3rd. Crab will be getting 4th. So how the point system will work is that if you get first, you'll get 3 points. If you get second, you'll get 2 points. Third, 1 point, and then 4th, you'll get 0 points. Now we're heading on to Moo Moo Farm.
Yeah, and one interesting thing is that you saw the score up top. The game doesn't actually calculate a score in versus. It just calculates it keeps track of how many wins and everything. We give it points similar to how the GP mode would have given you points.
Yes.
And that's a ROM hack that we developed. So every character here has the same stats. So Wario is just as good as Yoshi. The original game doesn't have that.
Yes.
And their size is the same, too. Wario is normally bigger, in fact, than the other characters, but he's the same size here.
Yes, and even a character like Bowser, for example, will fit into like a cart kind of similar to Yoshi.
Yep. So everything's nice and even. There's no shortcuts allowed in this tournament.
Yes, so there will be no skips, so no like Toad's Turnpike skip, no Rainbow Road skipping half the track, for example.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
it's a very long course.
Yeah, so we'll get to that when the time comes. All right, Qubit in first. Dan's in second. Ooh, Danny getting screwed up. Ooh, blue shell. Affects Qubit. Ooh, and the combo.
Getting beat down.
Oh, and another combo.
Oh, my goodness. She's at least finding some humor in it.
Which is good.
That is good. You need to just let that roll off your back. First to fourth. Oh, and then the bomb. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now's the time. Now's the time to get back into it.
Yeah.
The other thing with this game is if you ever stop, you want to triple tap A. There's a game mechanic of, of a rev that's built in. You don't want to do that too early because it actually will time out.
Yeah.
But yeah, every character can do that, even if it's not the Yoshi stats we see here.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Dan's another first. Danny with the second. And Crab getting a third place, getting a point on the board. Qubit, unfortunately, will be getting fourth because of that horrendous combo.
Yeah, that was a shell bomb.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was...
It made a difference, I think.
Yeah, definitely made a difference.
We'll call that the difference maker.
Yes, absolutely. Now we're on to Koopa Troopa Beach.
Okay, I said there's no shortcuts. This level, the shortcut's considered intentional and not considered a shortcut.
Yes, so they are able to use it during this.
Yeah, so that's the tunnel cut there.
So we'll get to it once Dan's drives towards that area.
I find this one really hard to get through. He made it look kind of easy. It's not.
Yeah, not as easy.
Yeah.
Wow. Danny, unfortunately,
just got rocked in the tunnel.
Yeah, rocked in the tunnel.
Okay, bro. With the third,
bro.
Third shell, he's just like, come on now.
Yeah.
And those were greens too. So
yeah,
greens don't home in. In this game, red and blue will home in on your target. Got to be careful not to be near a wall when you shoot those, though, because it'll home right into that wall.
Yeah. Ooh, unfortunately, Dan's will be missing that.
Yeah, let's see. Does Danny get it? Nope.
No, he does not.
There's some backup strats where you can kind of literally back up.
Yeah.
I guess it's the true backup strats, but they're not going for it.
Yeah, they're deciding to just play it as it is, and the shock is into play, or lightning, as we can say it. Pay attention to that player in second place right now, just through the blue shell.
Yeah, she's getting a bunch of shells again.
Yeah.
Just collecting the shell hits.
You'll see a bunch of shells flying around here. Another blue shell being pulled. And Dan's having a massive lead here. Is going to cruise in with the first place here. Very well done from Dan's. Danny with a nice second place.
A lot of reds were in the field right there. We had with 9 reds on the screen.
Yeah, we have some reds here from third and fourth place. Crab Storage in third, trying to finish.
Could make the difference. Okay.
It will not. Crab gets his second point, but very early on into this.
He was wiping the sweat off his brow. I could see it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So these won't be in the exact order of the cups, as Rainbow Road is a very long track, as it's around 6 minutes. So you'll see that it'll be like towards the middle of the pack.
Yeah,
as
the 2 longest courses are right in the middle with the order we play with.
Yeah.
Now, the ROM hack does actually progress you through the tournament order that we want, so the players don't have to think about it. They're not doing any menuing. They're just hitting A in between.
So now we're in Calamari Desert. You'll see there.
There's a single train engine running around the track.
Yes, and we going through the off-road throughout most of this, as it's not. I don't think it affects.
It doesn't slow you down very much. Funny enough, Koopa Troopa Beach, the whole course is a little bit of an off-road. It slows you down a little bit. The sand does.
Yeah.
Driving off-road here, especially to cut across sections like, that cut off a lot of track, it's worth doing. It doesn't slow you down enough to dissuade you from doing that.
Yes.
Some lightning might make you want to stay on the course, though. I don't know. It slows you down enough.
We got a donation here.
We do have a donation from Uno, who's in the next round.
Yes.
Danny Fathom for the win, $20.
That is going to the HDMI modded Nintendo 64 console,
which is sitting right in front of us. It's beautiful, clear consoles, very nicely made HDMI mod. Like somebody put a nice finishing touch on the back where the HDMI port goes.
Yeah, make sure you donate, as there's a bunch of cool prizes to offer, like the HDMI Nintendo 64 console.
Yeah, we got a bunch of things here. Some autographed swag, autographed Nintendo 64 controllers, and Luigi hat.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, the N64 controllers by a lot of the Mario 64 runners, I think.
Yeah, Dan's gets a star, by the way, as we're heading into lap 3. Is trying to massively break away here.
Yeah, and look how his character just jumped ahead during that, because just going across that whole section with the star.
Yeah, having a star is very crucial in that section for sure. Danny doing a very good job in that second place right now. As Cubit currently in third, Crab a little bit behind in fourth. And it looks like Danny holding a bunch of green shells will be getting second place here. And then Crab trying to finish at the end, but it is not enough. Cubit will get third, Crab will get fourth. A very, very...
There we go.
You got some claps
on the board.
Crab.
Well, that wasn't the first one.
Yeah.
Tied.
Yes.
So I noticed Dan's game and Danny they're both playing Yoshi.
Yes.
Okay, Cubit and Crab Storage both have basically the same shirt on.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, the same style shirt, I guess.
Some similarities
Crab Storage
there.
looks like a GPU on the shirt. I can't read what Cubits are.
Yeah.
All right, this course is the slowest running course in the game. It runs about 10 frames per second.
Yeah.
And, so it's pretty choppy.
And you'll see that if you go into the grass, there's like some like...
The natives get angry at you.
Yes.
And they throw fruit at you. It's a great level if you get lightning, because you can basically ruin anybody's day anywhere.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
If you end up in the grass when you're small, you get hit and you float for a long time. If you are near the ramp, you cannot jump over the water while you're small.
And you will fall straight through.
So lightning is very powerful. I think the players will be fishing for some thunder.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Dan's...
Oh, Dan is off the edge.
My goodness.
And he didn't even get picked up by Lakitu, so he had to drive all the way around. I don't know if that's better or worse.
That's definitely worse.
That was not good.
Yeah, not good at all, but still plenty of time to catch up here.
Third place, though, yeah. Yeah, still plenty of time to catch up. He'll get some good items if because he's holding the reds there. Let's see.
Yeah. But he gets here. Danny currently in first.
Yeah, Cubit another red.
Cubit a little behind in second.
Wow. That was quite a shell.
Yeah. Crab in fourth, trying to stay in this, but still plenty of race to go as we head into lap number 3.
Oh, Danny took it too tight.
Yeah.
Okay, that might...
but
my goodness.
Slowed down Cubit, and now Dan's is in the lead.
The rumble in the jungle.
Rumble in the jungle for sure, but we also have the blue shell that I'm not sure...
where it is?
Yeah, where it is. Oh, there it is.
There it is. All right. Okay.
Very crucial blue shell here. Let's see if Cubit can catch up to Dan's and possibly get a first place here, but...
It's not looking too good. He recovered well around that corner.
Yeah,
He did a triple tap to AB spin. AB spin in this game lets you spin around really quickly in place.
Nice.
He did that very well.
Yes. As for Cubit, nice second place. Danny in third. Crab fortunately struggled with DK's Jungle Parkway, so we'll be getting fourth there. As we see the total points right now, Dan's cruising currently with the 5 first in a row. Danny Fathom in second with 9, Cubit with 4, and Crab Storage with 2.
Dan. I think Dan's game was sandbagging for items there.
Yeah.
Because he literally just didn't even move.
Yeah.
He's taking the time trial path up to the left. That's a little bit faster by like a half second maybe. But there's lots of spinies over there.
Yeah, so a lot of enemies also.
This is not considered a shortcut here, jumping like that. That's for some reason considered.
Yeah, some reason.
Yeah.
Also, you fall.
It's risky.
Yeah. If you can fall pretty much the whole way down, and it takes a while. And as you can see, you don't really know what place they're really in, you say, but...
yeah, the game knows. They just don't want to tell you.
Yes.
So, yeah, this is one where you can jump that hairpin, it's called. And you got to be careful. Folks will put a lot of bananas there, make it pretty difficult to get through there. And then a great time to use a lightning is when somebody's going for that.
Yeah.
It's a very long fall down into the canyon.
Yeah, very long fall. You don't want to fall down there. You lose a lot of time. Not as bad as Rainbow Road's fall from.
Yeah, Rainbow Road I think is the tallest. It is the tallest level.
Yeah.
And the finish line's the tallest point. So if you fall off up there, you can start reading Twitch chat.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Yeah. All right, Dan's in a very comfortable lead in first.
Yeah.
Takes a shortcut again, gets it.
Yeah, this is well raced here.
Yeah, very well raced. Cubit and Danny trading for that second and third spot. Danny now in second.
With a star.
Yes.
And he used it right at the right time because he doesn't probably want to take the cut there. Yeah, if you've got a star, I would just keep going straight.
Yeah, a little too much speed to where you might go off.
Yeah, I mean, if you practiced it a lot, maybe, but your speed would be very different.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
unfortunately, Crab getting lapped here.
At least he can get thrown off the edge. That can happen sometimes. You get just slammed into.
Yeah, especially you'll especially see that for Rainbow Road, for example, where if you get hit by a shell, you possibly can. Yeah, that's how you fall. But Crab just starting lap 3, but unfortunately won't be able to start lap 3 at all. But Dan's with the first place, Danny with second, and the Cubit with third.
Banshee Boardwalk.
Yes. As a reminder, the top 2 will advance to the finals. As you can see the scores from the top left, top right, etc.
Yeah.
This is probably my least favorite track whenever I play this game.
It's pretty difficult because there's a lot of missing railing sections.
Yeah.
Interestingly, in a earlier version of the game, there was a railing the entire course. So they took railings off. They did not take railings off Rainbow Road for some reason. The course after this has no railings missing. But they made this one harder.
Yeah.
In that respect, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, especially like this last corner, there's nothing on the right side. So if you get lightning, if you hit a banana peel, if you just like spin out.
In the matter of like a few seconds, you go from like first possibly to like fourth possibly if it's really close.
Yeah.
But
Danny
as of right now, Dan's
there. Oh, now he did. Okay, yeah. So if you're sliding and you hit by any shell, you just get thrown.
Yeah.
Like you're horizontally, you get thrown pretty far.
Yeah.
So if somebody is near you with a shell and you're kind of going around a corner, you got to be especially careful.
Yeah.
All right, couple of stars. Oh,
great!
Oh, wow. So Danny was just about to use that star and then got hit by the bolt.
But Dan stole with the boo because Dan's had a boo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was still like in the process of getting stolen.
I was wondering when he was going to use that. He was holding on to that for a long time. Yeah. Dan's
there's the ghost in action then.
Cruising, currently in first. Very close race though between second, third, and fourth though. Oh, Dan's takes that
into the drink. Inside the bat house, we call it.
Yes.
The bat house where if somebody throws a blue shell, it will get lost in that house.
Yes, it will. I learned that the hard way when I played this game.
It just floats around. I mean, it eventually gets out of there.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a path that the shell takes that makes no sense inside of that house.
Yeah. Dan's with a nice first place here. He played that very well.
They are nice enough to have spray paint all over the inside of that house, showing what direction to turn.
Which is a great thing because you definitely can be confusing when you play it for like the first time and you don't see any spray paint at all, and you're just like, where do I go?
That original older version of the level.
Yeah.
Inside the bat house, there was an extra wall that was basically it made it so hard to get around. Like you basically had to run into the wall.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So they took that out.
Yeah. Crab, unfortunately, just missed out on the third place there. Danny with the second place. And speaking of Rainbow Road, time for 6 minutes.
Yes. For trivia, we could give trivia about any Mario Kart game, I think.
Yeah.
There are 8.5 of them, /9, /maybe 11. If you're counting the phone game, the arcade game.
Of course.
There's a bunch of Mario Kart games.
Yeah.
But Nintendo has a hard time counting past 8.
Yeah, you'll definitely see for this race, this will definitely be one of the more closer ones as.
Yeah, you kind of, the rubber banding or handicapping they give to, pretty good. You can still, there is a wall everywhere, but people will fall off.
Yeah, for sure.
Because shells, or even if you jump in the wrong spot, sometimes you just fly off the side.
Yeah.
I know from personal experience.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's right. We'll be seeing you in the next semifinal.
Yeah, I made it in. The rounds before this, we played a couple different rounds, and then they took the top 8 in terms of score.
Mm-hmm.
But then once you're in the semis, it's only fair to, since you're not playing each other within the semis, to just take the top 2 from each.
Yeah, of course.
But we did, as you said, distribute by rank between the 2 different rounds, so it should be relatively fair.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very close race right now. Danny with a star catching up to Dan's. Crab using a golden in 4th. Qubits using shrooms in 3rd as we are just about set into lap number 2. Oh, Red Shell hit there. Luckily enough, it was not off the track because that would lose a bunch of time.
Mm-hmm.
Dan's just from that, it goes from 1st to 3rd.
Yeah, though, I think we were commenting earlier. The first lap doesn't matter in this race at all. So we really should make a ROM hack that makes it 2 laps. But
yeah,
because Dan's right back in it, he's got a lightning in tow. I wonder if he's going to hold on to that. Nope. Okay.
Or he's going to use it now.
He's going to use it that's the one he's using it.
Yeah.
Because once you get into first, I guess you could get a ghost and a boot, like he just did.
Yeah.
Okay, that's even better. Jeez.
Yeah.
So
very
now,
crucial item to pull in first.
Yeah, because now he can just have his pick of, you know what I want? A star. All right, let me wait until somebody gets a star. Tap Z real quick.
Like that.
I'm like premonition of
absolutely.
what he'll be doing. And I guess you can tap Z or down C in this game.
Yes.
Some people play claw grip in this game where they hold the sides of the controller. And and so you can't hit the Z button, but it's okay because you just need to hit down C in this game.
Which is a great thing here because you can just hold it like this, and then some people do hold it like in a different position where it's like one in the middle and one on the right, for example, because you have the A button and you have the control stick.
And that reminds me of, you know what? Dan just purposely spun out while small. It actually speeds you up in this game. Because when you spin out, you move forward at the same speed regardless of whether you're big or small, but that speed's faster than you can actually go when small. Anyway, he not only knew that, but used it, purposely spun out.
Yeah. Ooh. Big falls
off. We said we'd see people falling off 2 at once. That's like perfectly timed. Look at that.
It gives Dan a
put down on top of each
very
other.
respectable lead here.
Yeah, he's got a comfy. I told you, lap 1 did not matter at all.
Yeah, this is Crab's chance to catch up here. Just got a star and not too far behind in 4th. Yeah, so we've seen Dan's with those falls off from Danny and Qubit that has a very comfortable lead in 1st here, which is very good for Middle Road. So it's not too easy to catch up.
So Dan is also, depending on when you check the rankings, he's the 1st or 2nd ranked time trial player in the world for Mario Kart 64. So on this course, which is mostly how well do you drive, when you're first, because you don't get very items, he's going to be pulling away this whole time.
Yeah.
Like, he's just nailing the mini turbos and everything.
Yeah. I've seen some impressive stuff here from Danny and Qubit. I mean, both have done. Especially Danny, definitely has tried.
Danny, he was hoping to get the lightning, but he got the green. Well, he shock dodged though.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah, even though that you have the boo, and you don't get the item you want, you can still dodge the shock as well.
Works out.
Yeah, Dan's with a very comfortable 1st place here is perfect so far in the first 8 races.
Yeah, that's very impressive, to be perfectly honest. I mean, we're in the semifinals, and so in the prior rounds, he got 1st place in every race in both rounds.
Yes.
So this is the he's 2.5 rounds in without having got anything but first.
Yeah, that's crazy. Danny continuously getting second, Cubit in third, Crab in fourth. As we near the second half of this.
Yeah, here's the case. So slightly shorter race, but much more interesting race.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite courses, actually. It's just a really cool course. Lots of nice lines to drive.
Yeah, I think if you like bump it to the wall and like you might like lose like a certain item, I think possibly.
Oh, if you
if you have like a star, for
example. Sure, yeah. If you tumble when you have a star, you'll lose it, which can actually be useful in speedrunning. Not in time trials, but sometimes you want to get rid of a star quickly.
Yeah.
You cannot tumble and lose a gold mushroom, though.
Yeah.
So if you get a gold mushroom and you don't want it, too bad. You're waiting. You're waiting 10 seconds or 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
I think it's 8 seconds. A star is 10 seconds, and I think a gold mushroom is 8. Pretty sure.
Dan's doing a great job.
Interestingly, the star is 10 seconds even in PAL. So PAL runs slower in this game, 20% slower, but the star lasts just the same amount of time in real time. So it literally lasts longer.
Wow.
Or no, literally lasts, I guess, shorter from that game's perspective.
Yeah. Very close race right now. Danny taking out Dan's. He's going to have a little bit of a lead here going into lap number 2, but once again, you see that Crab in that position in third. He's going to play a very crucial role.
Well, and he's got a blue shell, so, and I think he knows how to use it.
Interesting. You also
I would say Dan's game has Danny right where he wants him. I think he probably wants to be able to get these better. Oh, he just missed the item block, but he's going to pick up better items in second.
Yeah.
Well, okay, maybe he's just going to go for the boo.
Yeah.
On this course, a lightning can be very powerful. You can kind of control. And he got the boo. Jeez.
Yeah, there we go.
That's exactly what you would want.
Yeah.
First.
Danny is very shocked that he got the boo, but he just managed to get it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a 5% chance to get the boo in first place. So 1 out of every 20 times you go through those item blocks, you're going to get. But he's gotten it a lot actually.
Yeah.
So that's really good. But that's a great item here because the lightning, if you're going over this jump, somebody could kind of control whether you can make it or not if they time it. If they're aiming for you, they can prevent you from going over.
Yeah, like say like the one that Danny just passed by there.
Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, I think Dan's game will most likely hold on to that boo through the rest of the race.
Yeah.
Because it's protection to go over the jump.
Absolutely.
Maybe unless he sees a lightning, but I think even then, given where he's at.
Yeah. Ooh, Crab getting spun out there by the star from Cubits. Close race between first and second here.
Yeah, I mean, Danny's hanging in there, so.
Yeah, Danny's staying with them.
It's 1 and 2 is close, 3 and 4 is close.
Yeah, Dan's trying to lose him, but Danny making it very interesting, though. Dan's still holding on to that boo.
Yeah.
Cubit using their golden here. Crab trying to catch up here now. Fortunately, it runs into the wall that loses all their speed.
Okay, red shell's coming at Dan. So is he going to use that boo or I don't? Maybe hit the wall.
So
he hit the wall. He used it anyway just to kind of make sure he's safely over that.
Yeah.
That's when I
safely over that. Yeah, because if the shot gets used there and you fall through, then that's...
Yeah. So that, well played.
Yes. Very well executed by Dan. It's another first for him.
Yeah, pretty evenly spread out here. 1, 2, 3, 4 here.
Yeah, Danny second. Crab using the golden. Trying to catch up here.
Yeah, so I mean, I think Dan's game has clearly solidified his final spot here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Cubit still
Cubit could gun for Danny potentially if we could. She probably needs some help from crab storage.
Yes.
Like she wants to get ahead more than a place per race. I think at this point.
And now time for another track that I'm not.
Oh well, so crazy thing about this track, you really don't want to fall off here.
Yeah.
So you don't fall for very long, but you get frozen into a block of ice.
Yeah.
And you have to thaw out.
Yes. Which is definitely definitely something you do not want to find yourself in, because that will lose you a bunch of time here.
Yeah, I just realized it'd be interesting a time maybe like what's worse, falling off in Yoshi Valley and falling for really long, or falling off here and freezing into a block of ice.
Yeah. All right, the shock has been in play. First time we've seen that in a while.
Yeah, I think on the stream, by the way, that this is a very bright level. It's not quite. They're playing on a CRT on the stage, and it doesn't look this way.
Not as bright.
Not quite as bright
as they see it. Yeah, Crab unfortunately did fall and got frozen. Definitely lost a bunch of time there.
But felt the need to demonstrate the frozen block of ice. So thank you. We thank you, Crab Storage.
Yes. Even if it costs you about 10 seconds, probably. Wow, Dan's very, very tight line there.
Yeah,
barely made it there.
I mean, yeah, he's. I don't know if he currently has the world record on this course, but he's definitely had it many
times.
At some point. Yeah, I do a lot of tool assisted speedrunning, and I've played against his ghosts like with tool assisted speedrunning on this course.
Yeah.
And it was very difficult to beat.
Very difficult. Yeah.
So it's like
that shows you how
it's very very good.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan's running away with this.
Yeah, swag
falling off at the end.
Yeah.
Doing it in style.
I mean, I guess not even risky there, because he could have, still gotten put back and finished probably backwards or something.
Yeah, still probably finished first there though, because he had such a sizable lead that he went for.
Yes, exactly. So interesting thing in this game in Versus, if you're playing on any copy that you own, I don't know, maybe they patched this in the Switch version, but if you back over the line in Versus mode and your player then turns around and finishes again, you'll get whatever place you were in twice.
Oh, wow.
It'll add this. This ROM hack patches that, so it immediately stops counting points afterwards.
Gotcha.
But not only is it a swag finish, but it literally gets you more points.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So trick for you if you're playing with friends.
Yeah. Not really much changed from that race, by the way, in terms of results. Ooh, Danny, wow. Very crucial hit there.
Crab Storage wants to just feel out all the different water hazards. Yes. Get a sense for, does this one freeze me? No, this one doesn't freeze me.
Yeah. This one does not freeze me. We'll be fine.
We'll be fine. Now, I'd be interested if anybody goes and visits the castle here, given that we're at this Mario 64 race event.
Sure. Maybe Crab Storage if he's a little far behind.
It would be great to take a look. I mean, it's really cool.
It's very cool. It is very cool. Definitely something to keep in mind here is like towards the ramp area. If you go too far right or too far left, that you'll miss the entire.
Yes, you can
ramp.
definitely do that.
Yes.
Well, and interestingly, there's a strategy where you need to do that. If you're small, you can't get over that ramp by driving straight, but you can if you drive left, hit the wall there, and kind of like hop.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I think. Mark Jones, I think, figured that out. Pretty sure.
Cool.
DNT, right, whatever the numbers
blue
are.
Blue shell hit there from Dan's. Definitely has a shroom though, so we'll go right back to speed right there. Cubit in second, Danny in third. Crab a little bit behind in fourth, but still plenty of race left. Crucial item has been pulled here, as you can see. There we go. Oh, will that affect Cubit though? Wait a minute.
Yeah, he can't make it.
Yeah. Wow.
Or sorry, she can't make it. It depends on the timing, I guess, but yeah, you just if you're small.
Yeah, very strategic lightning from there from Danny to move him back into second place. Crab Storage catching up to third place here. But Cubit does have a star, so definitely will gain that speed back.
Yeah, okay, gosh. It can be real easy to overshoot right there. If you cut that corner and you've got a speed item, you can just tumble off into the water.
Yeah.
And that dirt is hungry. It will like pull you in and just like tumble you right down, yeah. But in fact, if you tumble into it and you're A-B spinning when it happens, you can tumble all the way back out.
Wow.
It's like you spin around. It's super weird dirt, to be honest.
Yeah. Unfortunate there. Yeah.
So, all right, here comes Dan for another
once again, no surprise here. Dan's with the first place. Very well driven. As we are.
Jeez. So. We'll see if he just keeps this first place going. I mean,
yeah,
it's very impressive.
Looking very likely that right now that we'll see first and second right there in the finals here, but still few races to go, so that can easily change if Cubit gets some firsts, for example. Or
I think we'd need Danny to get some fourths, basically. Is what it would take at this point, because there's only 5 races left.
Yeah, there's only.
So you could get 15 points separation if it was first and fourth the whole time. I mean, it's mathematically possible. We'll say that.
Yeah.
But.
So now we're on Bowser's Castle, one of the last tracks of the Star Cup in Mario Kart 64.
Yeah. There's 3 thwomps there because we're in 150cc.
Yeah, and those thwomps will spin you out if you go in at that speed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, Danny somehow stays on.
Very lucky there.
Huge tumble.
Yeah.
It's so easy to just drive off the side of that bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, or
that one, for example.
That bridge too, which looks like a drawbridge. So I feel like I call that the drawbridge.
Doesn't look like you can fall off there, but you definitely can.
Yeah. Well, that one usually you come around and it's a banana or a lightning that'll get you. But I just said lightning.
I know.
Yeah, this is weird. But yeah, so that's going to be. He's probably going to look to use that strategically around a corner, looking at Dan, or possibly looking at Cubit. Okay.
No. Okay. Yeah. So Dan stays alive. Does not fall off there, which is very good for Dance's game here. Cubit in second.
Still in second, yeah. Hanging strong there.
He definitely needs to get those points right now, more than ever. Also needs a little help probably from Crab Storage here, because Daniel will still be getting a point if he gets third.
Yeah, Crab Storage needs to pass Danny to keep the dream alive here.
Yeah. Yeah.
For Cubit.
Ooh. Unfortunately, it does spin out there. Yeah.
Yeah, and while in Mario Kart Wii there is a shortcut jumping over that direction.
Yeah.
It doesn't work in Mario Kart 64.
Unfortunately, it does not. As you see here, there's 2 blue shells in play. Ooh, the Thwomp shows up and hits Danny. Dan's once again running away with this.
All right. Crab Storage gets the blue off clean, so that could wreak some havoc.
Possibly.
It's going to go after Dan's game, but it's following the center of the course, so it can definitely destroy other people that get in its way.
Yeah, like definitely can destroy Danny where he possibly could get.
Yeah, we're hearing it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's chasing after. It caught up to Dan's game, and it was just like chasing him.
Yeah. Cubit with the second place, a much needed second place here. Definitely will need a little more points. Definitely needs to.
Yeah. So at this point.
Needs to get first.
Basically, needs to get first every time, and Dan needs to get fourth almost every time, I think.
Yeah.
3, 6, 9, 12.
But Dan's game probably going to go for that 48 perfect score here as we enter the last.
I don't think he's going to let off the gas. He's not that kind of guy.
Using bananas there to spin out Cubit. Yes, we're into Toad's Turnpike. As we were talking about earlier, the extra which is like the mirror mode, where they will come after you. That's like the only one that changes.
Which is, mirror mode should have been reverse mode. It actually is much more interesting. Mm-hmm. But thankfully, at least with this course, the traffic comes towards you.
Yeah.
The only downside in this game, if you do extra mode, it's only 100cc.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. In 150cc, not only is it faster in this game, but you can spin yourself out by just turning too quickly, and so that's part of it too. If you see somebody play this kind of for the first time, the 150cc, they're going to be spinning out a lot, I think, because you just think, oh, I'll just correct my line or something, but you'll spin yourself out. Yeah,
see what Dan is here. Yeah, just quickly getting the boost. There.
Another cool thing about this level is it's the only level where you can, if you're ahead of someone, you can prevent them from getting items because you go into those pit stop areas and you can pick up every block of items all in a row. Every other course, they're set horizontally across.
Yeah, so you can only grab one.
Yeah. So yeah, you can get 1, maybe 2, but you're not blocking someone from getting.
Dan's getting hit there, by the way. Danny is catching up.
Yeah. Okay. This is they're neck and neck.
Ooh, wow.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now we got another lap to go, but still, this is Dan's game's. Ooh.
That is. Yeah, Crab using the shock there. Crab trying to make it interesting
here. This is going to be tight. I think this will be a heck of a lap.
Yeah, final lap here.
So Dan's game trying to use the second mushroom to get another item here.
Yep.
He's got a red. He's going to have to wait to the straightaway to possibly hit Danny.
Trying to get
just went for it. Yeah.
Possibly a side hit.
Oh, geez.
Oh, Danny slowed down a little bit.
I think he might have almost done that on purpose. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Danny did not block.
Ooh, he did not get an item, though.
Oh,
and he gets spun out by the banana.
Yeah, Dan's game threw that banana back. Well placed. Now he's got another item. Let's see what he. Okay, he's got a defensive item. He's going to probably just ride with it.
Oh, but a boo here from Danny.
Okay, that's.
Definitely needs to use it.
Yeah, but Danny needs a speed item.
But he gets the shock dodge.
Oh, my gosh, the shock dodge. That might be the dream is dead, I think.
Yeah.
In terms of perfect. I don't know how he's going to catch up. Yeah, he can't get in time.
Wow.
Oh, there it is.
Wow.
There it is.
Danny with the first place, a very crucial first place here.
I was getting nervous that, assuming I make the final, and assuming Dan got perfect, I was afraid that, okay, pressure's on to get him to not get first ones.
Yeah.
But it's been done.
Yeah,
so,
it's been done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, very close at the end there.
That was an excellent race. Yeah.
Very close from the third and fourth place spot, too, because Crab almost made it to the end there. But, yeah, what a race. Absolutely. All right.
Frap Snowland.
Frap Snowland, number 14 of 16.
Did you call it Frap Slowland?
Snowland, sorry, my bad. I did say Slowland.
No. I was just wondering if it was a premonition. Like, what are we in for a slow? No. Okay. This is a pretty fast track.
Yeah, it is a fast track. Yeah.
I like to go way wide of all those.
Snowman.
Yeah, the snowmen are
Danny
explosive. Yeah.
Runs into one of them here. Oh. Yeah. Crab trying to
tumbling from Danny. I mean, he's in fourth right now.
Yeah, Crab trying to shroom past, got shelled. Ooh, another. Man, wow. Oh my goodness.
Oh, did he go through the
both
bridge?
Danny and Crab storage, both falling there. So now it's a race between Dan's and Cubit.
So could Danny go from first to fourth between those two races? It's possible with this kind of racing right now.
Yeah,
the amount of
it is possible.
oh
my goodness!
He's trying to hit everything at this point. I think it's an all snowmen, all bombs run right now.
Yes. Yeah,
it's sort of like an all trees run.
I was going to say you want to avoid them just like you avoid the thwomps in Bowser's Castle. You want to, like that. Having a star there is very crucial too.
Okay, he's back in it.
Yes, back into that third position here.
Crab storage yielded.
Cubit
to
in
Danny.
first, by the way, as we head into lap number 3.
Wow. Okay. All right. She's smiling about it. I think it's something to be proud of because the head of Dan's game, like for real now.
Definitely a big deal.
A little spin out. Oh, stay
little
less.
Spin out.
Get away from that edge. Okay, that was an out of bounds section that she was like dancing on the edge of. Okay. Now she didn't hit him with the red as he went by. Yeah. And it's going to hit the wall, and now there's a blue shell, but it's going to hit him too. Wait, where did it go?
Blue shell hit Cubit. I think it's still going.
Oh, yeah, geez. It just took its time to get there.
It took a very long time.
Still,
let's see if Crab can get third here.
No. Let's do it. Oh, there's the.
Let's go, Crab.
Literally the first to the fourth.
Yeah.
After that. Danny, we were so proud of you, and now I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever that was. No.
Yeah, but
that was a lot of falling off the edge.
Yeah, a lot of falling off the edge there.
All right, Choco Mountain.
Oh,
I'm in love with the Choco.
I can talk a lot about this track. There's a specific section in the track that if you get banana peeled or lightning, you fall off and it's
because it's 150cc, so there's no guardrail.
Yeah, no guardrail.
Yeah, I did that in the first round. I felt.
Yeah,
I thought I was being careful.
Here,
yeah, this part right here, you got to be so careful.
Yeah.
If somebody hits you with lightning, if there's a banana peel there, I mean, if you fall off, you lose so much time. Danny, okay, that was a well-placed fake item by Dan's game. Danny could not see it until he landed on it.
Man.
Another
hit.
Those are on purpose, I think. But that was a green shell snipe from behind. Now, interesting in this game, if you shoot a green shell backwards, which you just hold down the control stick to shoot it backwards instead of forwards, you are invincible to that green shell, and everybody else can get hit by it. So it can be pretty handy.
Yes.
The bananas you can throw forwards by holding up on the control stick, and that my gosh,
Danny,
so close, Danny.
Really close to that edge.
He was lucky there was a little lip there at the very end.
Cubit managing to dodge all the bananas here. Crab storage does hit banana, but it does not fall off the track, which is very good. As we head into lap number 3, Dan's very comfortable lead here. And this is the second to last track.
Yeah, the Mario Raceway with the balloons and everything is the final track.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay, couple of bananas there that I think, Danny's gonna have to watch out for these things coming around.
Yeah, definitely.
I think there were like 3. Yeah, he's being careful. Oh no, my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Holy moly.
Narrowly edged out to avoid that.
Oh, did Cubit fall off from one?
I think Cubit did. Yeah.
Okay.
We were paying attention to Danny that.
So crab storage in third.
Yeah, Crab Storage getting another point on the board. Commentator's curse, maybe?
Maybe too soon. Okay.
Wait,
my gosh!
No!
Oh my gosh!
No!
Commentator's curse is
Commentator's curse is real.
Oh my gosh!
Commentator's curse is real. I am so sorry, Crab. I am so sorry.
Picked up the full collection of bombs on the last straightaway.
Yeah, so that bomb card that goes around the track, and it can affect you at the worst possible time possible.
All right, here's Mario Raceway. Short track, lots of cutting over grass and stuff.
Yes, this will be the last track in this first semifinals. So
you're also very likely to see items disappear and trees float on this level because the game is almost out of item slots right at the start of the race.
Yes.
Because of a programming error.
Of course.
So you definitely want to pick up your speed items on this.
Yeah.
So you cut tons of the level.
Yes. Danny in first. Yeah. Speed items there from Dan's.
Right. Dan's in third. I mean, this could definitely be the kind of level that he could end up in third because it's just so short.
Yeah.
And if he gets hit by a green like that, he's in third right now.
Yeah.
In danger of getting in fourth.
Yeah. Crab still in the race here.
Okay. Okay, so Dan's game's got a lightning, and he's holding on to it.
Yeah, make sure that nobody dodges like that, for example. And Crab, unfortunately.
Okay, lightning to star. I think Dan has secured this one. I mean, he's entering the last lap with a star.
Yeah, Danny cannot believe the luck that Dan's has gotten right there.
Yeah, I mean, it almost made the third place seem strategic because he got those good items like that. But
absolutely,
I think he just knew how to play it.
Yeah.
All right, Danny's still. But he doesn't have an item. So and he just got sniped. That was a great. That was a great backwards.
But the good
show.
thing is for Danny is that we will see him in the finals along with Dan's game. 47 points, only one second
place.
Only one second place.
That is. Yeah, near perfection, I think we can say.
Danny Fathom with 29. Cubit, great job in third place with 17. And Crab, valiant effort in fourth with 3 points. Still got on the board. Amazing job from our competitors for the first semifinals. And we'll see 4 different people.
All right. I gotta get up there.
If I had a nickel for every time Dan pulled a first place ghost,
yeah, it was a lot.
I would probably have more money than whatever first place gets during the LTA and SM64.
Well, how about the green snipes he had on you too?
Dude, he was dirty. No, he was dirty. No, I want to especially note Koopa Troopa Beach, where he hit me with a front red.
Yeah.
Proceeded to back me with a fake item, and then back the green on me later after the last set. That was dirty. Good stuff to Dan, but oh my God.
Yeah.
Valiant effort from the first crew here, and we'll be getting set up for the second semifinals. So we'll probably do a quick break real quick as we'll set up, as Weatherton will be doing his match, and then also we have Uno, another great player, and then also we have iCup speedruns, someone who also qualified, and also Korf you'll also see very soon. So stick around for that. We'll take a little quick break to make sure we get everything set up. So just letting you guys know, we'll be right back.
Versus battle. Okay. Versus select the level. Okay. 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 Select your player. Let's go.
All right, welcome back to the Mario Kart 64 tournament. I mean, that was an crazy semifinals.
That was exhilarating.
I mean, you did an amazing job.
Yeah, I think I like to think I did okay, but that's all that matters here. Semifinals 1 is over. Semifinals 2, on the other hand, that's where we got some absolute heavy hitters.
Bangers,
I mean, the two names that I see specifically are Uno and Weatherton. Now, I know some of you who might be familiar with the Mario Kart 64 speedrunning, you guys might be familiar with the infamous Weathertenko.
Absolutely.
It comes from that man up there, Weatherton. You know, he was the one that discovered it through Taz, and then, of course, Abney, the first one, the first human to hit it.
Keep in mind of those other 2 names as well, because we have iCup Speedruns and Corf, who have also qualified for this tournament. And they can definitely shake up the landscape here. Yeah,
agreed. I think iCup was also, I don't know if he was a finalist, but I know he was a competitor at the Summer Pace, I believe it was.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Summer Pace. He was.
But he did not qualify, unfortunately, but he now qualified for this one.
Yeah, he's here now, yep.
Yes, absolutely. And that's all that matters, and we're about to get right on the way with the semifinals number 2.
I would think so. I mean, if the players are ready, we're ready. So
we're ready. We're going to start
run it.
Once again in 3,
2, 1, go! All right, semifinals number 2. Hey, I can't hear you back there. Let's go. All right. All right, yeah, obviously we got first race Luigi Raceway. I heard you say it on the comms. A very
luck-dependent track
yeah,
here.
Luck dependent is probably an understatement.
Immediately off the bat, first off, yeah.
Yeah, we got somebody running into a bob on. I think it was Uno that hit it real quick.
Yes.
But now, I mean, honestly, that's not even that big of a deal. I mean, yeah, sure, right now he's got triple reds. He might be able to take some people out, but he might want to refrain just because, like, I mean, in 4th place, you have some strong item pull potential. You got some stars. Like
the
you
red
got all those
shells
shortcuts.
that just completely
red shell
there.
Yep.
But this is a very heavy luck track, as also Weatherton, by the way, big pole here.
Yeah, the classic first place ghost. Shout out to Dan's game. Just kidding. I was mad about it, but yeah, no. So he's actually gonna burn it to steal some triple shrooms. I do like the play there. You know, there's huge shortcut potential. I mean, the bolt could still be in play.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean,
Uno
you can't.
Wow. There, Ico Speedruns will now be in 2nd.
Oh, but he runs into a bomb himself.
Yeah, as you can see, those bomb cars, they are.
They're unpredictable.
Yeah.
I mean, in most ways, they're just kind of there when you least expect them. Even at the top level, you're just kind of like committed to a line, and all of a sudden they're just there. So yeah, Weatherton, I keep calling him Weathertango. Weatherton, he's actually opting to hold on to these triple streams. I'm imagining he's just going to take the final cut all the way to the home stretch.
Yeah.
But, you do see Uno with a star. He might be able to make some waves here. He's going to go ahead and use it.
Even though it wasn't 4th, it's going to go from 2nd. Very interesting.
There's a bolt, and he does dodge Uno. I think Uno has a chance here to catch up.
Yeah.
And Weatherton can't use his shrooms when you can't use your mushrooms when you're small. So Uno has a chance. Uno's going to go ahead and throw a red. Oh, he runs into a bomb, Weatherton.
Oh, my goodness.
Uno, he's going to go ahead and combo red him. Uno's probably going to take this. Oh, with the shrooms, he might be able to recover.
Possibly.
Oh, he gets greened. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Uno barely taking that over Weatherton. That bolt really came into play right there. I mean, Weatherton was not able to use his shrooms when he's small. That's one of the few things about this game. When you're, like, small, you can't ghost, you can't shroom, you can't star. I don't know why. Especially when, like, I used to play, like, single player.
Yeah.
And, like, I'd be like, how come the bots can use star when they're small, but I can't? Like, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, so Weatherton with the 2nd place there. iCup Speedruns in 3rd, getting the first point on the leaderboard.
Yeah. And now we're on Mumu Farm. So as I would say a new competitor, one of the things I noticed is that Mumu Farm and Calamari Desert can't really handle 4 players split screen.
Yeah,
this game is like literally in slow motion. But yeah, now Weatherton holding a pretty early lead. You know, still too soon to. I mean, obviously it's Mario Kart. It's too soon to tell what the heck is going to happen. But you can kind of gauge like everybody's position on the track right now. I mean, you see Uno holding a star. Stars are really good on this track because the moles. It's really scary to go tight where the moles are because the way if even their heads poke out from the ground.
They'll spin you out.
You crash out. Yeah. That being said, having a star and being able to go that tight at that speed it saves insane amounts of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And having that safety, of course, of just not getting
Very
hit.
interesting here. Ico speedruns in second
Yeah,
place
he
here.
stars up, and now he's going to be in first. Uno getting redded out by,
Yeah.
I believe it was Korf, but Korf, unfortunately,
but what's
hitting
really,
a ball bomb.
Yeah, what's really going to matter here is that final lap.
Yeah, that final lap. I mean, Moo Farm, one of the shortest tracks in the game, I believe.
Yeah.
So this final lap, things can happen quick.
Yes, red shells there from Weatherton to hit iCup.
Now iCup, he's going for the green snipe. Not quite on. He runs into a bomb. Weatherton's still in first, though.
Oh, and the combo as well.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, iCup falling all the way down to fourth.
Uno using the red shell, throwing it to Weatherton.
Good use
Probably
of the red shell
hit
there.
him, possibly.
It will eventually. Surely. Oh, no, he gets defense before, so. I don't even know where that went. I'm like looking at. Uno pulls a star. Uno pulls a star. Yeah, he's going to catch up, and he's going to get first place. Right there. Huge second place star pull right there from Uno. And he's going to take, he's going to take first place.
Out to a very impressive lead. First 2 races. Weatherton in second. And Korf.
Korf taking third, getting on the board there in front of iCup. So if you guys aren't aware already, if you weren't around in semifinals 1, these players are going to play all 16 courses in the order of the Mushroom Cup, the Special Cup, the Star Cup, and the Flower Cup.
Yes.
And first place is 3 points, second place 2, third place 1, fourth place 0. You know the drill.
You know the drill.
Yep. Yeah, but I mean, at least now you do.
So
iCup, he's gonna pull a first set star and just gonna go ahead and use it. Now normally I think when you're in the back, like especially if you can. Both players missing the cut. Let's see if Korf gets it. Korf doesn't get it either. So Weatherton, he's gonna get an early lead here with triple greens here. So there's a couple things you could do with a star. You can hold it and try to predict the bolt. Oh, look at that. I think it was iCup who dodges the bolt that tried to actually steal it from Korf, but looks like he pulled. I think it wasn't the shock.
I think
he stole something. He stole something, but it just wasn't the bolt.
Yeah, stole something completely different here.
Short-term memory loss, go burr.
It happens.
Yeah. All right. Now you do see iCup in first place, though. Honestly, though, the X factor on this track is who can hit the shortcut, because if you hit the shortcut, insane amount of time saved right there. But you got to go all the way around if you don't get it. And iCup, unfortunately, doesn't get the cut right there.
Weatherton also did not stay to go for it.
Yeah. Uno gets it, so he's gonna be in first.
Yeah, Uno with a very crucial there because he wasn't last there.
Yeah, he wasn't last, but that just goes to show how much time that cut saves. Now, Uno, you're gonna watch some. Yeah. I don't know if he did it right, but what you see there is a player getting an item box by the ramp, and if you go to the far right side of the track, the game freaks out and puts you into fourth place. And if you time your item roulette just perfectly, you can get a fourth place box.
Which is very crucial in this game.
You can pull stars in first. It's ridiculous. Uno just completely missing the ramp. I don't know what happened there.
Ooh.
iCup pulls bolt. TS's Korf.
Yeah,
but Weatherton made it.
Yeah, made it despite getting, I don't know, I think it was red shell.
Something like that. Uno going for the backup. Doesn't quite get it. He should be able to get it easily now.
But this is the final lap, though. And
this is now or never for Uno.
Weatherton is in first.
Yeah, Weatherton gets first.
iCup getting second place here.
Yeah, look at that. Uno's going to get last,
and
actually.
Just like that.
It's a game.
Weatherton is in the lead, and iCup is now only 3 points behind Uno.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Yep.
You can have one bad race, and next thing you know, you're in a very precarious position.
Keep in mind, this is a top 2 move on angle, so. Yeah. And then the finals is probably going to be right after this, I imagine.
Yep.
And now we're on Calamari Desert. This is another one of those, like, I wouldn't say luck-based tracks, not as luck-based as Luigi's Circuit, but it's definitely got some huge shortcuts that saves a huge amount of time.
Yeah.
Oh, also keep in mind, ultra shortcuts are actually banned in these tournaments usually. Yes. And I think the rule, if you're curious about the ruling, this happened during the Summer Kart Invitational. If you were watching it, or at least they had a situation. So like, if they're racing, I think, from what I remember, Uno said the player has to like pause or something. I'm not sure, but basically you have to go back to where you like hit the ultra shortcut. You have to go back to your original position.
Oh, wow.
It happened to me when I hit a blue shell. Like I got hit by a blue shell and went up the ramp on Chocolate Mountain, or up the other path on Chocolate Mountain. I just kind of went down and like.
Just went back.
I just kind of went back to my original position. But anyways, back to the match. Uno hitting a banana.
But there will be some specific shortcuts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the Kubaturba Beach.
The legal ones like Kubaturba Beach. Yeah, exactly. But now we see Weatherton Uno top 2.
Ooh, and, very off-road here.
Yeah, iCup trying to get some good items, but I mean, the triple reds and missing the box not really helping him right
Corf
there.
in a very good spot here. Is now in first.
Yeah, he is. But see what Uno and Weatherton are doing. So if you can drift off-road, like, efficiently, it's actually faster than going on the main. It's faster than being on the main road, and it just exemplifies that even more when you have like a star or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like you gain insane amounts of time. But entering the final lap, Weatherton's still in first. Uno might try to double red him. Let's see if the red reaches. One of them gets there. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the double reds. Oh, but now that's Corf pulling up in a star. Is he gonna get redded for this? Is the question, or is Uno gonna try and save it for Weatherton? Yeah, Uno confident in his play, but Corf's just shrooming out.
Definitely has other 3 reds, though, so he
does.
He definitely can burn that red shell here.
Yep, and he's gonna. So Corf is out. Uno does manage to barely avoid the dodge. What was that? Kind of bounced on his head.
Basically just bunny hopped him.
Yeah, kind of dunked on him. Oh, iCup, he gets shocked but pulls a star. So yeah, like I said, you can't use that when you're small. So he's just forced to hold on to this. I believe that was Corf's shock.
Unfortunately, Corf does not want to be ahead of Uno right here.
No, not right now.
Oh, wait,
the red crashes into the Nana.
Let's see if
this is going to be a tight race between second and third, but he pulls a bolt. Uno, I wonder if he did that on purpose for a better odds of pulling something like that.
Yeah.
So now he gets second place for it. Is he going to win? Oh, not quite.
Very close, though. Very close, though. Weatherton with a very nice first was mostly in the lead for most of that race.
Yeah.
But Corf had a really good opportunity to get second there.
Oh, dude.
Was
okay.
Very close.
I'm convinced that was just 300 IQ play from Uno because he was close enough to where that backing out into third place and stopping the roulette was a play that was worth going for. He could have got him with reds. He could have got him with bolt like he just did. He could have pulled a star. Like,
yeah,
there was way more opportunities for pulls like that in third place than second.
I think it was absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, no, and it worked out. I mean, that was just 300 IQ from Uno.
Bomb car again, unfortunately for iCup speedruns here.
Yep. All right, now we are on DK Jungle Parkway. So we are in a special cup.
Yes.
From what I'm told by the Dan's game, I think it was either Dan's game or Uno, but I think I asked Dan's game and Uno. Anyways, so I got sidetracked. So basically, the bolt comes into play. Basically, the reason why they go in that order is because they don't want to end it on like the longest track in the game.
Yeah.
So you kind of like basically it's a matter of getting the long tracks out of the way because you have the 2 longest tracks in the game, Rainbow Road and Wario Stadium back to back, and then you end it on some crazy close ones, you know. So like basically it goes for more hype endings is what I understand. But now we see iCup in first place. Let's see how long he's able to hold on to this. Uno pulls a star in fourth. So that'll be important.
Ooh, a red shell hit.
Yeah,
there.
red shell does hit iCup, and he gets
another
comboed.
combo.
Uno getting hit as well. So now Weatherton, all of a sudden, he's just up there, bro. He's just in first.
Yeah, not too far of a lead, though. So
yeah.
It's definitely still plenty of races.
Yep, absolutely. Plenty of race to
go.
go, yep. Weatherton nailing the ramp. Corf playing it safe. Uno going a little bit tighter line. He might pull up in second. He's going to use the star off road. Oh, this is a huge star. He's going to gain so much time.
Yeah, one thing to keep in mind is that the shock can be in huge play here.
Yes.
As
like before the ramp.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So holding on to that star to the ramp section is like very key, like very safe play to go for.
Yes, absolutely.
Because you never know when that bolt's going to be pulled.
Yes. Uno taking that line very well. Weatherton right behind him in second place here.
These guys are duking it out.
As we're getting into the final lap here.
Oh, I believe that was a fib that was behind that box right there. So and Uno just crashes into that. So now Weatherton taking over first place with triple greens. He's in a really good spot now.
Yes. Also,
perfect ramp.
There's like those little objects that bump you onto the track if you're in the grass, for example.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Uno is still going through the grass. And
yeah, he's going to spin out. That's fine.
Does spin out, but not just lose much time because of that shroom that he had.
Very versatile race coming from Uno.
Absolutely.
iCup still hanging in there. He's falling off a little bit, but he's hanging in there. Oh, no. Uno spins out into the bridge, and Weatherton's at a star, and he's going to be able to take this win here. That was a lot of time gained all of a sudden. That's what I'm saying. Like, for 1 second, Uno's in first, then Weatherton's in first, and Uno's in first. Like, the lead shifts too much between the two. It's insane. It's almost
but Uno actually, wait.
Oh, no, wait. Uno, what the heck? Okay, never mind. Uno doesn't get second. Corf all of a sudden is in second. Even more versatile than I already thought. That's crazy. Oh, my goodness.
I think Uno took too much of an inside line
there. So I think if you take that line too tight, you can't get up there. You end up tumbling down, and I believe that's what happened to Uno. And then I think he got hit by another item, too, like a red or something. I'm not sure. But we're in the Yoshi Valley. Fun fact, game has question marks because not even the game knows what place you're in sometimes. Absolutely. Usually you don't know what place you're in until, like, once you're done with his maze section.
Yeah.
Like you get a better grasp of it, but like because this section is so like insane, like I don't know, I don't think the game can like keep track of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are on Yoshi Valley. iCup.
Or at least they don't tell us that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, both of Uno and Weatherton going for the cut. They both make it. That cut, I want to say it saves like I don't know, it saves a good amount of time. But it makes it kind of worth it. But it's one of the more difficult legal shortcuts to go for.
Yeah, but it's also like if you miss it, then you fall. A very long way down, which is definitely not something you want to do here.
It's literally falling down there can make or break a race. iCup getting the shock. Korf dodging, and he's in that big, getting a star right there where Korf's at. Dude, that is a huge pull right there. And to dodge shock, too, that's crazy. Oh, my God, Korf is crazy.
He's going the wrong way there, unfortunately.
Yeah, Korf. So that path is faster on 8 Deluxe. I don't think that's faster than 64. I could be wrong, though. I have no idea.
You could be wrong.
Oh, no, Weatherton misses the cut. I know he had to go for it because Uno's in first. So it looks like this is all Uno's track to lose right now.
Yeah, Weatherton now in the mix here.
Oh no, and Weatherton gets hit by the blue off stage, and he's going to take another tumble. So now he's going to fall back a bit. He might be in last.
This is very big for Uno here.
Yeah. Uno just ghosted Korf's star, too.
Also very big for Korf here, too, because Korf needs to get some points here to catch up.
Absolutely.
But
I think Uno might. Oh, he's going to go for it anyway. What a guy. Yeah, doing it for the fans. So, yeah, he basically just wins this. He starts right here, off-road, GG.
Yeah, 3.
Yep.
Yeah. Possible chance that he could have lapped somebody if it
Probably, yeah. Oh, my gosh, the blue shell. Yeah, everybody in the mid-pack is just, and Korf's going for it again.
Very big race for Uno there. Definitely much needed 3 points.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
An absolute crazy race that was last time at the end there. Oh, and the shock there. Oh,
yeah, the bolt coming into play.
Swinging
iCup wide. Weatherton's got to, I keep calling Weatherton. Weatherton's got another bolt. He's going to go for this cut, too, to save some time. Now he should be in second place. He's going to go ahead and use a bolt, but he slides off the track. Oh, yeah, so on 150cc, you don't see it in time trials because time trials is 100cc, but in 150, if you wiggle your stick too much, you can spin out. It makes 150 and 64 like one of the hardest. Oh my goodness! And Bolt dodges Weatherton. He's gonna get second place. iCup pulls a Bolt on his own. Oh yeah, Weatherton's like,
very
what
close
the heck
race
was
at the
that
end
race?
here, though. iCup will try to pass him at the line, and he
Korf barely beats him.
Barely
my
beats
goodness.
him at the end there.
Wow. Yeah. So what I was saying earlier, like 150cc on this game isn't hard so much for the speed, but you need like total control of your cart.
Absolutely.
Or else you're just gonna spin out, and spinning out it makes you slide out of control, makes you go straight, and then you can just on tracks like this, Banshee Boardwalk, you can literally just do what Weatherton just did. Okay. Yeah. Weatherton's gone. Yeah. Banshee. So he'll catch up.
Yeah. Banshee Boardwalk. There's.
Oh, nice back.
Yeah. Yeah. So for this track, Banshee Boardwalk, we probably have said it before, but there's some platforms that you can definitely fall off on. That is, so you have to play it a little safe, possibly, to where you don't fall off, but you don't lose that much time in the end. And also, the section, the spray paint, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
So make sure you know where you're going. Yeah. Weatherton already almost catching back up here.
Yeah, I mean.
But Uno in a very comfortable lead in first place here.
Yeah, he's had the lead since the beginning.
Flattened there because of the shock and then some other factor.
What I notice in this game is like if you're in like the mid pack, which I call mid pack like 2, 3, 4 in this game, another bolt comes into play. That one was pulled by Korf. 2, 3, 4 can like mess with each other so much that first can just get a breakaway. And at that point, it's like you have Uno right here with like a huge lead, and it's like at that point, it's like it almost is given up by just human error.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least in the case of the professional players.
Yeah, I think we got a donation, by the way.
Oh yeah, so yeah, we got a Epic. Oh, look at you on the cast. $25. Good luck to all the competitors. And I'm not saying. I'm not saying. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Boba. Fine. You know, that's the one time you're getting it from me. Yeah. Dude. Oh my goodness. All right. Anyways.
Yeah, Uno in a very comfortable lead. Weatherton trying to catch up here in second place after that fall at the very start here.
Yep, and yeah, so that I forgot to touch on that S section or that Z section is like the skinniest part of the track, and it's like usually the top players love to place bananas on there, so that they're just hard to avoid, especially like 5 nanas. They just put them everywhere, and then it's like you literally have to use the brakes and casually just like really slowly maneuver around all of them just to not fall off, you know?
Yeah.
Which also makes first place on this track very, very powerful. But it looks like Uno is going to take the win here. Not quick at the point. He's going to be down, I think, only 2 on Weatherton, assuming he gets second, which he is.
Yes.
And so now it's a battle between Korf and iCup Speedruns. And it looks like Korf's going to get it.
Yes, Korf with a little bit of a more lead.
Yep.
Over iCup Speedruns there.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And now we got Rainbow Road next.
Yeah, Rainbow Road
This
is
is personally
next.
my favorite track in the game.
Yeah.
It's so fun to drive. It's just, I don't know, it's just chill, you know?
A little long of a track, though, so
Yeah.
definitely will be a very close race as well because there's not much opportunity to fall off as well.
Yep, and so now we have it, Rainbow Road.
Yes, so Weatherton currently with 17 points, Uno with 15, Korf with 7, and iCup Speedruns with 3.
So now, I mean, this is kind of like the calm before the storm.
Yeah, the calm
You
before the
know?
storm. This is like the halfway mark, basically. This is.
Yeah, it's like everybody take a deep breath. We're about to watch 10 minutes of pure driving skill. And, I mean, it's probably going to be like 10
Yeah.
volts in this, too.
A little bit
So,
of a
like,
spin out
a
there
little
from
bit,
iCup there. Oh, the green shell runs into it.
Yep. So really the only factor that can change a race is, I mean, there's multiple, but the
Shock,
one,
like
oh
Korf
yeah,
dodges.
and
Korf
Korf
dodges here.
dodging. So it looks like iCup opting to be fine with Korf dodging, I suppose. And now he's going to pull up to second right behind Weatherton. The Chomp, though, that was the factor I was talking about, or at least one
Yeah.
of them that can change a race.
Yeah, Chomp.
Is that Chomp.
The Chomp, bomb cars, and also other opponents. iCup Speedruns, unfortunately,
Oh, no.
falling off the track is a very long way
Yes.
down there for
This-
Lagatu to pick you up there.
Yep, this is like the worst track to fall off on.
Yes.
The long, agonizing drop.
Yes, there's a chance that you could fall off towards the start of the track where you get too much air and then you just
Yep.
you go a little bit too much far to the left or too much far to the right. And also with items, for example, like green shells and red shells, they
Yeah.
can hit you overboard, and next thing you know, you're falling a very long time.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, yeah, so now we've now collected ourselves again. Weatherton, big chilling in first place. Got that Nana behind him.
Yes.
Uno, he's third. Korf in second. I believe Korf being
very,
in second
very
is
close
like,
race between second, third, and fourth here.
Yeah.
Weatherton, a little bit
Ooh,
of a
Korf
lead.
trying to regain control. Somehow manages to stay on the track, but then he gets. Oh, did they just trade? That must have been a trade. Oh, but Korf is gonna just pass him and see. Nope.
Let's see.
Okay. All right. He stays
Not
behind him.
yet, but Uno drifting back
Yeah,
and
he
forth,
is.
trying to make sure that Korf does not pass him here.
Korf is, or not Korf.
Oh,
Uno is
but the
insane.
chain shell will get to him first.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So now Uno comfortably in second
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
right there.
Weatherton in a very
He's had the same.
Weatherton
item.
in a very comfortable first here.
Yes. He's just had the same item in his back for like half a lag. Ooh, Korf pulls the bolt, and he's gonna pull the trigger pretty quickly. Does spin out though. Doesn't lose a whole lot of time for that. At least didn't fall off. I mean, that's also another part of the track where like if you're not like if you get too careless, you can totally just like go through that downhill or that downslope, just try to drift and then just totally jump off the track.
Yeah,
But
definitely something that can play a huge factor here. Uno and Korf still in a very close race for second and third here.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, meanwhile,
Yeah.
Weatherton is.
Yeah, iCup Speedruns trying to catch up here.
There
not-
still can be blues and shocks pulled.
Yes.
Or bolts or yeah, they're the same thing.
Yeah, speaking
Oh,
of which.
speaking of, iCup gonna rip it.
Yep.
So now, yeah, it's, once again, it's like everybody's like, they have their position. They're just kind of playing it calm.
Yep.
I can imagine, yeah, so there's a blue shell, so Weatherton's going to be stopped a little bit. Now, Weatherton has to make sure that he's not taking a crazy line, because if he's at too far of an angle, at too wide of the track, he could totally just fly off the track.
Yes, that's
So he's got to be careful.
Yeah. Once again, very easy to fall off this track. So.
Yeah. And it's just
like,
agonizing, too.
Very easy to fall off if you do get hit by a shell in like the worst spot ever.
Yep. Here it comes. Well, I hear it from out. There it is. Okay.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Takes
Pulls
a little
5
bit.
nanos.
Takes a little bit to get
Yeah,
there.
it does. So the Chomp, I mean, just a little
Wow.
fun
Red
tidbit
shell
fact.
mayhem going on between Korf and iCup.
Oh,
right
yeah.
Here. Korf getting a little bit of air here.
Korf has to keep these, or else. Oh, okay. Or they just trade, and Korf is gonna take that trade. Looks like. Oh, they both got hit.
But
by something.
I
That's
got
crazy.
a little bit of the lead now over Korf, trying to
Yep.
trying to get some points on the board here.
Yeah.
Has only 3 points, trying to stay with the top 2 right now.
Yep. And in your top 2 are Weatherton, who has not dropped out of first yet.
And
Uno,
who
who's had some catching up to do, but he's there.
Has broken away from 3rd and 4th, though. So
yeah, so basically it's just a fight for top 2. I think as a competitor, I mean, just in any game, not just this game, like if it's like a top cut, I'm usually just playing hard, not just to get first, but I'm playing hard just to like keep that top cut. So like if I'm playing for 2nd, I'm griefing 3rd and 4th. Like,
yes.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'll like first you can do your thing. Just get him out of there. Try to secure 2nd.
Yep. Weatherton in a very still comfortable lead, still keeping up. With another shot
shake
pull.
things up. I mean, iCup now starts to break away from Korf, who was not prepared for the bolt.
Yeah, had a golden that didn't really give him much to work with there.
Yeah.
Because of that shock that came into play. And then Chomp there too.
Yeah, and iCup pulls the star. That might be GG. Weatherton is going to take first in the marathon. That is Rainbow Road.
Yes.
Uno following him shortly.
iCup almost tried to catch up with him, but Uno will still get 2nd place.
Yeah. And then iCup's going to finish
another
up.
point on the board with 4 points now. Korf still with 7 points. Weatherton in a few points lead with 20. Uno with 17 as we enter the second half.
Yeah, we are halfway done. And now we got our second marathon track, Wario Stadium.
Yes. So we'll be doing the Star Cup now.
Yep. Reminder that ultra shortcuts are banned, so don't be hopping all over the fence or nothing.
Or running to those bomb cars.
Or running the bomb cars. I mean, that's legal, but, you know.
Which Uno just did, yes.
Yeah. Oh, early bolt from Corvin. He's just going to rip it.
Yes, he's trying to want to get that lead, try to get some points on the board here.
Yeah, he's going to try and get that.
Yeah, very early in the race, though. So, I mean, now it's just point of can you keep it is the question.
Yep. So here's a huge factor about Wario Stadium is the bolt. And I think this is one of the more polarizing bolts in the game.
Yes.
Because you can actually TS people like right before the big ramp.
Yeah.
And so, like, obviously, if you fall down there, that's like your race is pretty much over.
Yeah.
But that being said, it's interesting to see like players who are gonna TS. Like, it's like one big mind game. Are they gonna TS them? Are they? Oh, he's just gonna rip it. Okay, so yeah, iCup does pull the bolt, but he just kind of rips it. So he's opting not to TS.
Yeah.
And so look, you see Weatherton waiting. So you can make that small, but it's difficult.
Yeah, very difficult and.
Yeah, but so Weatherton opts to wait.
Even with that, even being in 4th place, still plenty of race left to
yeah,
catch
and
up.
I mean, honestly, 4th, and especially on this track, isn't even like a bad place to be in, you know? If you can pull like a star or something, you can consider yourself good on the ramp. You use that, you won't get TS'd. Like, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we're on to lap 2, and we actually see iCup. You know, maybe that shock wasn't that bad for him because he's in 1st place now.
Yeah, but
opting is an interesting play still.
Once again, something to keep in mind. Still plenty of race to come.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uno
Korf does get that star now.
Taking those lines to get into 1st here. Has triple reds.
Yep. Weatherton's just got a single red, but he might be able to do something with this soon, especially like here.
Like going in a little bit of the lead here. Probably needs a defense item
here.
But
yeah, there it is. Now Uno's going to take over 1st with 2 reds. This is a very powerful position to be in. Oh, wow, that red actually goes through his double defense. And he's going to take out iCup down with him. And now Weatherton is sitting nicely with triple defense in 1st.
Yeah, Korf trying to catch up to the pack here. Does have a star.
There's a blue shell.
Blue shell
I'm wondering how this blue shell is going to... Okay, nope, Weatherton does make it in time. Okay, barely.
Does get
wow.
Get comboed
he's
here.
Wow, did you see that? Did you see that?
Yeah.
So Weatherton was getting like double redded or something. So the second red, he got hit by the first one. The second red was waiting under him, and it wasn't going to do anything to him. But Uno runs right into it, and he gets hit by it instead. That was insane.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Things that can happen in this game, I tell you.
Very close lap 3 right here. This is probably one of the most closest races you'll see.
Ooh, big ghost pull from
Very
Weatherton.
big, very
huge
big
ghost pull. That actually could win in the race. But, oh, he does spin out though. iCup doing a good job hanging on to the lead here. Wow. Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought I saw something on the bottom right of the screen. Don't worry about it.
Might need something to catch up here. We'll see eventually. Ooh, and the spin out there.
Wow. Yeah.
The spin out there. Weatherton in third place.
Yeah,
ICUP in second.
Yeah.
Trying to keep that spot. Trying to get some points on the board here. Trying to stay in this game.
Yep. 3 sets left for Bolt to be pulled. Oh wow! I just realized Weatherton doesn't even have his ghost anymore. So he's just kind of gonna send it, I guess. I mean, there's still a possibility that Bolt could be could be pulled here. Maybe even by Weatherton.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Very close.
But, Uno crashing into the wall here a little bit.
Still holding on to that 4th place, but still.
Very smart.
Yeah.
He might chain it here. Oh, never mind. He gets hit by the Nana. Okay.
We'll see what he does here.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to. Yeah, he chooses it here. I mean,
yeah,
he's the only one.
Not
left.
really
Oh my God! Look at all those greens.
Not really the best spot to use it here,
No.
but Uno
Is that right?
managing to clinch it and get first place here.
Yep,
because Weatherton
yeah.
was getting screwed by items, managed to catch up and get
Does
second
catch up,
place
yep.
here.
ICUP is gonna take third place here.
Get another
leaving Korf in
point
the dust.
on the leaderboard.
Yes.
So he is now at 5. Korf is still at 7.
Mm-hmm.
20 points for Uno. 22. Yeah, currently a 2-person race for that first place spot, and also top 2 will advance to the finals. So
Yes. Where I
if,
am patiently waiting for the butt beating of my life.
we'll get to that eventually.
I got almost. Oh yeah. So Sugarland is a crazy track. I mean,
not as bright as you see on screen.
Yeah. It's
Like-
not normally as bright.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is a bright track. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah,
I mean, obviously the cuts they come into play. I wouldn't say cuts, but like you can jump over like certain gaps and you got to time them right or else you're dead. And obviously the lake comes into play, and that's
Yeah.
the bolt. Speaking of coming into play, bolt by Uno, and he's got a star to run up as well. So he's about to be in a beautiful position here. Oh, but he hits the penguin. Wow, that was in the right place at the right time, but not for Uno. He's gonna have to burn this burn this star. ICUP falls
as we're
off.
into second lap here, Weatherton with a little bit of a lead, but Uno's still catching up with him, trying to minimize that gap.
Yep. Uno moving. Oh, there was a fib right there.
And
And
just
Weatherton hits it.
And just like that, it's neck and neck between Weatherton and Uno here.
Uno's gonna not opt to play aggressive because if he hits him, I mean, that's a red shell with his name written all over it. Oh, now they both got red shells, so let's see what happens here.
Probably
Final
going to be
lap.
holding on to, yeah.
I'd
both of them.
say hold on to it until you have defense.
Yeah.
If he gets it.
We'll see here.
Yeah. Oh, and Weatherton gets hit by the bomb, and Uno pulls triple red, so he's set.
Yeah.
Now he's got the lead.
Kind of set, but once again, ooh.
Oh, wow. That's an interesting ghost steal. I mean,
Yeah.
you got Golden, which is nice for speed, especially
Definitely,
here.
yeah. I
But,
mean,
like, I don't know. It's like Golden's one of the not very good items to pull because of how, like,
how
it's just like you can't
small the
chain it.
gaps are.
Yeah, you can't chain it. So, like, I don't know,
Yeah,
it's
that
weird.
as well.
But Uno is going to take first place. Barely go swag finish. No swag
Yeah.
finish from Weatherton? Come on, man.
Yeah. Weatherton almost caught up to him with that golden, but
Yeah, right. Actually, it was pretty crucial, but I don't know. It's like it gets like hit or miss. Oh yeah, ICUP's not gonna. Yeah, there he goes. Only Uno with the swag finish.
yeah, Korf with that third place, getting another point on the leaderboard with 8 points.
Yep.
Pretty close right now. Weatherton with 24 points, Uno with 23.
Yep. And Korf has 8 and ICUP has 5. So
Yes.
it's basically we're having basically 2 battles in this fight right now.
Yes, and we'll definitely see a much bigger battle in the final.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, it's gonna be like a 3v1, but
But there's still plenty of time.
That's true. Yeah.
Still plenty of time to catch up there. It's not over yet.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely. So now we're on Royal Raceway. Personally, this is like one of the more fun tracks in the game. Bolt comes into play a lot here as
Yeah.
well. There is a strat to making over the ramp small. Oh, as ICUP runs into the bomb. But for the uninformed, you can't make it over there normally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you also have to be careful with the Bolt because if you shock them while they're on that boost panel, they actually dodge it.
Yes.
So, or at least I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think it is too. I don't know. Somebody in chat's gonna correct me. if I'm
Probably.
wrong.
We'll see.
Korf
Alright.
pulls a big star in third. A
Yes.
lot of off-road to cut off. Let's see what he does with it.
Yeah,
Just screw that tree, man. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. Hopefully-
And that plant.
yeah. Hopefully we'll catch up to Uno and Weatherton, both in second and first here.
Yep.
Ico Speedrun's trying to stay with the pack, but probably will need some type of power item.
Oh, Uno, that red reaches Uno, and he's gonna get comboed here too.
Yeah.
Korf spins out too, so now Weatherton is just breaking away, but there is a blue shell that ICUP has thrown. And I think Weatherton, I mean, he doesn't have to be that careful.
Definitely play a big factor here. Also, you see those like gates on like those like fences on the side of the ramp that if you go too far left or too far to the right, that you
gotta reverse back out of there. That's another race ender. Yep, there's the blue on the hill. That's a silly thing to land on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But I don't know, about to enter the final lap. Weatherton's still holding a pretty comfortable lead, but he does spin out all the way out to the side of the road.
Yes.
So now Uno's going to gain some time on him. Oh, what a
very close race.
Beautiful fib placement.
And a blue shell. But
yep, there's another blue.
Icup hits his own blue shell.
Yeah, that happens sometimes, especially when it's like redirecting to the middle of the road, and it's like it takes too much time to do that. Yeah, you are susceptible to hitting your own blue.
Yeah, but pay attention to Korf in
third. Oh my gosh.
Pay attention to Korf in third place here.
Yeah, he's
very
catching
close
up.
to Uno here.
Weatherton gets blued.
Can definitely make a splash in points here.
Uno, is he going to try and play aggressive here? I wonder if he's going to hold second. Oh, no, he's just going to go wide. Okay. I do like the play. I mess with it.
Right.
Tries to go for the snipes. Not quite. Sniping in this game is really hard.
Yeah,
really hard.
Very close race between Weatherton and Uno.
Yep.
Korf, little bit behind, but still can catch up here.
Hold on to your horses, boys. This is about to be a tight race. The star.
Weatherton hits it. Korf might get it first here.
Go Korf. Yeah, he might get it. He's going to get it. Korf, he gets first place there. There we go. Korf with the huge star pole.
Much needed
Getting
points.
3 points there.
Much needed points on the leaderboard here for Korf. Possibly staying in this competition here, possibly.
Yeah.
But definitely we need more of that to actually catch up here.
Horses were held on to, no pun intended.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, now we're on Bowser's Castle. Me personally, as like a newer player, this track is really hard.
Yes.
I mean, even sometimes like for the pro players as well. I mean, when you're playing on like time trials, obviously the thwomps are on a specific cycle.
Yeah.
They are just on a different cycle in 150. You know? So
absolutely.
it can be hard to adjust to, especially when you just don't know what's going to happen in between the laps after the thwomps. So you really don't know what cycle the thwomps are going to be on until you literally see them, and it's like
very
you can't
big
commit
pull
too
here
hard.
from
Yeah,
Weatherton.
he gets the Dan special.
The Dan special.
Yeah, no, he gets the ghost in one. I mean, you'll see.
Yeah, a very big item here.
Yeah, so me personally, when I have this ghost, I'm saving it for that.
Oh,
he
that's
just stole his
very
star
big pull here. And
dude, I'm convinced Ghost is the best item in the game.
I would argue it's one of the best, but one of the better items for sure. That and Star and also Lightning is also not bad either.
Well, my argument is that the Ghost can literally steal those items.
Yes, it can steal those items.
So it's like you have so much control with
but
the Ghost.
But it also
in this
can
game.
steal an item that you don't really exactly
want.
want.
That's true, yes.
So.
But its sole purpose is so strong.
Yeah, its purpose is really meaningful in this race. And for every other race, as we're 12 races in, still plenty more to come.
Yes. Weatherton, let's talk about our competitors now in their positions. Weatherton is chilling in first place. He's going to play aggro with the green. Oh, barely missing Uno. I believe Uno was aware. So, there's the Bolt.
And
pulled by Korf.
Bolt here. Korf trying to catch up, but Ico speedruns
with
the red
right
shells.
Into it. Yeah, he's kind of...
Unfortunately, we'll have to run into them there.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you do there if you're Korf? I mean, you shocked iCup.
Yeah, because if you do pass him, you
triple red.
He'll throw
what
red.
do you do? Yeah, like actually, what do you do? Oh no, he's probably about to get hit again because iCup just got ghosted. He spins out. He gets hit by the red. Oh my god.
Yeah, unfortunately, another red there. That's the thing of Mario Kart. Like one thing you know is just pandemonium here. Oh,
interesting. I don't know if that was on purpose. I've seen players like do that on purpose. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Well,
maybe
Uno can get a big item here, but he won't be able to use it. That's right.
Yeah, nah. Weatherton's gonna take first place here. He's gonna take the point lead over Uno. Oh, that green was close.
Very close to being off the edge. Uno is.
He's gonna back it up. He's gonna back it up.
Doing it in style.
In style. Second place right there.
Ico getting another point on the leaderboard.
Yep.
In third place. 6 points.
Yeah, Korf.
Korf with 11 as we enter the last four races here.
Yes. Real quick before we go into this next race, can we talk about Korf's hat? I love that. Korf, yes. I like your hat.
Very, very cool hat.
All right, Toads Turnpike. We're into the Flower Cup, the home stretch. Here we go.
The Flower Cup.
Yes.
As we were talking about earlier, it was just like the extra, and like the only thing that's different about the extra is that basically the cars go backwards and basically come towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And which is a very cool thing that's like the only really like true like difference that I see.
Yeah, for sure.
But luckily they won't have to deal with that.
iCup getting absolutely trolled there.
Very big pull here from Uno here.
Oh, wow, yeah. He's going to chain it, yeah. Star?
Yep.
Oh, another! Wow!
And another one.
Another bolt. That's how a race can change right there. I mean, it's lap 1.
The odds of that are very low. Very low.
Yeah, that was a crazy double bolt pull.
Yeah.
I'm opting to not chain it just yet.
Just like that, going from 4th into that 2nd place position.
Oh, now iCup's got a bolt of his own.
Yeah, so
now we're kind of at a standstill.
Yeah, there's a chance that 2 players can pull a shot. Yep.
Wow. Okay, I was curious as to how that was going to play out. So Uno lets it rip, but the problem is if he lets it rip, Weatherton's got triple reds waiting. Yeah. So he actually chained the bolt and got triple defense. That was actually just insane from Uno.
Very, very good play there.
Yeah. So then iCup, of course, he pulls.
Yeah, iCup and Corf in a very, very close race here.
Yep.
From 3rd and 4th. Weatherton trying to stay with Uno,
spins out into the car.
Unfortunately, spins out here.
Are those reds going to Oh, no, probably not. Yeah, obviously you want to throw your reds on like the biggest straightaways of the track. So it can get pretty scary. I mean, those reds are fast.
Yeah, very fast here.
Oh, now we see iCup taking over second, but he runs into the back of the truck.
Yeah,
Uno very close to hitting it. But, it looks like Corf has a star. Stars in this track are also very strong, just because obviously for obvious reasons. You're invincible. You don't get hit by stuff. Oh, iCup pulls the bolt and Corf dodges.
Yes,
that's huge, and he's got another star to go with that.
Yes, iCup trying to catch up to Weatherton here is trying to get those points on the board.
Yep, Weatherton's got a star of his own too.
Yeah, does have a star of his own, which means he'll probably try to break away from iCup here. Corf with
another star. That's his 3rd one in a row.
Wow.
He's got all the cards.
Corf,
see if he can deal them right.
Corf trying to catch up to iCup and Weatherton in 2nd right now with the green shell. Uno with the.
Oh, he's going for blood.
Yeah, going for blood here. Yeah, Uno keeping that lead.
Yeah, Uno, he's playing very aggressive. Yeah, Weatherton just trying to catch up.
Yeah, let's see what iCup can do here, trying to catch up with it. Oh, but runs into the truck there. And it looks like Corf in that 3rd place position, trying to see if he can possibly get 2nd. But
yeah, he's going to have to needle his way through those 2 trucks, and he does manage to do that. He will take 3rd place. Uno, 1st place, tying it back up at 30. Yes. At this point, I'm just convinced who wins. I'm just curious on who wins between the 2.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
and I think
spoilers, they're making it into.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's mathematically impossible. It's been mathematically impossible for a while.
Yeah.
But like, you know what's really funny is that I believe the last round of the day, like the last qualifier.
Yeah.
Uno and Weatherton were both in it, and it was literally tied going into this race. Yeah, it was this close.
Yeah.
It's like insane, like how back and forth.
And I was playing along beside them, and I was like trying to catch up, but they were both tight back one another. So
look, all I'm gonna say is I'm glad I didn't beat any of them in seedings, because that way the semis rolled out the way it did. I mean, I got Dan in my rounds, and then Uno and Weatherton were on the other side, so I was like, okay, I have a chance of making finals.
Yes. Yeah, so we'll be seeing that right after these last 3 races.
Yep, 3 races.
As we have Frappe Snowland here.
Yes.
Very big pull here from Weatherton.
Yeah, he's got the ghost. And I guess he's just gonna wait for something good to be pulled. Opting to go wide.
Probably would say a star, for example, here.
Oh, and takes a shroom. Okay.
Takes a shroom though. Is probably gonna burn it here, so he can try and catch up here.
He tried to get the chain but missed it, and now he spins out into the wall, and he gets redded. Wow. Uno with some heads-up play right there. Now we're entering the final lap. I mean, this is one of the short tracks of the game, too. Corf is off. If you go too far into the off-road, block of 2 will say no.
Yeah,
that's it. No.
Unfortunately, not a great race for Corf. I kept trying to stay in this race.
Yep. Looks like he's doing all right. He's
in a very comfortable 3rd. But very, very close race now between Uno and Weatherton.
He can run him here, and he will. Not quite the double red. Oh, is that going to? Oh, that was
Very
really
close.
Yeah.
Almost redirected and hit him.
This is going to be another close ending. Maybe Weatherton trying to play aggressive? Not quite. It looks like he's going to hang on to it.
Very close race at
and
the end.
And Weatherton gets it.
Yeah, Weatherton first place there. Uno with the second.
Yep.
iCup very comfortable third. Korf, unfortunately,
he's
had a little bit of a rough race,
time,
but we'll be getting fourth here.
It looks like, I mean, well, our third and fourth is set in stone in terms of points, but man, it's still a fight for top two. Like in terms of like who gets first and second. I mean, top two. I mean, obviously, like you said before, they're set for the finals.
Yeah.
But I mean, these guys are duking it out.
Yeah, absolutely duking it out. Definitely in these last two races for sure. Very crucial race here. Choco Mountain has a very specific turn that if you like get banana peeled or lightning shot like Korf just did here, starting off the race.
Yep, just like that.
Yeah, just like that, you can go from like third to possibly fourth, like first to fourth, stuff like that.
First set shock will do wonders.
Yeah.
Everybody's so close to each other already. I mean, you can get an early breakaway, and that's what Korf has right now.
Yeah, you'll see the turn coming up here.
Now this turn is interesting, and we all know this. Usually you see a lot of bananas sprawled out here. Look at iCup. No, yep, there it is. Yeah, I don't know if it was a banana he hit or if he spun out, but either way, if you spin out there, the chances of you falling on the other side of the road and having to spend 15 seconds driving back around, the chances of that are pretty high.
Yeah, Korf getting green shelled here is now going to be in third place. It's now a race once again between Weatherton and Uno.
Yep.
But Korf trying to stay in that third place spot, trying to disrupt that first and second place thing. But Weatherton, very huge pull here.
Blue shell's out too. I almost wanted him to wait to use that coast at least. Actually, you know what? I kind of like it. Yeah, I kind of like it.
It makes sense because
because you're on the turn. I mean,
good chance that you most likely will not spin out here.
Wow, crazy second star pull from Uno there.
Yeah. This will play a very
big
role.
Weatherton greened himself. No, I think he greened himself.
Oh, he might have.
Yeah, no, Uno was just chilling. Oh, there's the bullet. He's just going to rip it, yeah.
Yep.
I like that play. Yeah, because you don't know if Uno's going to, like, it's basically a battle of who can pull the trigger first.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yep.
All right, this is going to make things
Uno
interesting.
with a very, like, had the star, I mean.
You might as well use it here.
The star. Try to be
Playing
very
safe.
careful on that corner there.
Yeah, he got it. Uno's going to take.
But Uno's got it. Uno's got first.
And he ties it back up.
Ties it back up. Weatherton with the second place. Korf in third place, managing to stay on the track. But iCup trying to catch up at the very end.
But
unfortunately, it will not be enough. And Korf gets another point on the board.
It's a slugfest.
Yes, it'll come down to this last race.
It will.
Of who will have the most points.
Yeah, at least in the top two.
For the semifinals.
Maybe it's a tied. There's pride on the line.
Yeah, definitely stick around for that finals after this.
It's going to be so fun.
Yes, because with these two competitors, I mean, this is just the beginning of an absolute crazy ending will be to this top 8.
100% agreed. So yeah, we're entering this final race here.
Mario Raceway, starting off with luck.
Oh no!
Yeah.
iCup spun out and right into a bomb.
Yeah, so we started off with luck in the start of it, and then we end with another
luck
kind of track, basically.
Beautiful pull from Uno right here. He's got a star in second. I wonder where he'll decide to use this. He's going to chain it. Okay, I like that. Oh, he doesn't get boxes.
Trying to get certain items so that you can use them to your advantage.
Yeah, I mean, usually the best place to use a star like that is like right into the set. You basically just get the most out of your star pull. He's going to go for the red shell. Gets it, but he does spin out on a Nana.
But won't do that much.
Yeah, manages to survive on the banana slip as we enter the final lap here. It's neck and neck between Uno and Weatherton. Both iCup and Korf with triple reds.
Yeah, very fast pace, very quick race. Does have a boo though,
just
Weatherton.
Quick trigger on the boo right there. Oh no, and Uno runs into a fib.
We have 2 blue shells in play actually.
Oh man, yeah, and Uno pulls a star. This might be Uno's one.
These blues might come into play at the very end.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
But Uno's passing at the end.
And that's gonna be Uno getting MVP on semifinals 2. With 38 points, Weatherton with 37.
Both will be in the finals.
And a valiant effort from iCup and Korf as they made it all the way to the semifinals.
Absolutely.
Very well played from them. GG's all around.
Korf with 13 points and iCup with 8. Very well done. Managing to get it to the top 8, so very well done from both of those competitors.
Yes.
But you'll be seeing Uno and Weatherton in the finals.
I know you guys in the back are hearing me. Round of applause for the semifinals. There it is. I heard some
There we
screams.
go. There we go. I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, I had some screams.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's some people grinding out here playing Super Mario Sunshine.
But yes, stick around because we will have the grand finale between top 2 from the first semifinals and the second semifinals.
Yeah, it's going to be a slugfest.
Yes, so stick around.
Versus. Select your player. Go. Okay. Select map. Okay. 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 Okay.
Welcome back to the Mario Kart 64 finals. I know
Finals.
it's crazy. I mean, I'm here with Cubit. I mean, great valiant effort in the semifinals.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, and I mean, it was just there was the competition was stacked. It's 3 great players, and then Danny also really well done trying to stay with the pack.
Yeah, Mario Kart Deluxe speedrunner.
Yes, of course. You'll
yeah.
see that later on, of course. But we got the top of the players. We got same usual format, and you know the drill at this point. And we're about to get right underway. Let's going. All right, we're gonna start off with the finals in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, best of luck to all of our.
All the finalists.
Yeah, absolutely. So once again, we're starting off with Luigi Raceway. Same old usual luck factor. Wow. Okay, so Dan slowing down there to get the shock in 4th there.
See that?
Yeah, so
oh, there
yep,
he goes. Use the
shock
bolt.
is now in
Wait for
play.
the right time to use that lightning bolt.
Also getting the star as well because he chains into the item and now is going to try and break away in 1st here.
Yep.
Uno getting hit by red shells constantly.
I know that feeling now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Danny in 3rd, trying to stick with the pack. Weatherton in 2nd. Getting hit by those red shells, though.
Yeah.
Definitely something to keep in mind there. Yeah, very spread out race, but close race between 3rd and 4th right now. Uno trying to catch up to Danny here. Does get triple red shells, and one of them will hit Danny.
Ooh.
But he'll shroom.
Takes it back up with a shroom.
Yeah, back up with a shroom here. Ooh, Weatherton bumps into the bomb car as we head into lap number 3. Dan's with a very, very big lead here. Very close race, though, between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Definitely something to keep in mind. Dan's probably going to run away with this one, but keep an eye on those bottom 2, 3, 4 right here. Weatherton using shrooms here. Uno getting a star. Weatherton See if it's enough.
Man.
Uno trying to
Oh,
catch
it's so
up at the
close.
very end.
Oh,
Was it be
so
enough?
close,
It
it's
is.
Oh, there we go.
Very close ending.
Oh,
It's
second,
right there.
third.
Uno with the second place.
And yeah.
And Weatherton with the third.
It's a different change because normally like first and second would be almost at each other, then third
Yeah.
and fourth. So this is a little bit of a different shift here.
Yes,
That we're seeing.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Dan's with a very well executed like shock into star, and then just broke away after that.
Yeah.
All right, so now we have Moo Moo Farm. So as we see, both players both are using Yoshi. That's like all of the character stats are like the Yoshi characters and stuff. So
Yeah, they're all set to lightweight
Yes.
for this mod.
which
That's
is,
why
which-
you see some like you might see some heavyweight player or like
Yeah.
midweight characters.
Yeah, but as of right now, very tight race between Dan's and Uno here. Danny also very close as well. Weatherton trailing behind, but not so far out of the race. Ooh, Weatherton spinning out. Still very close race, very tight. Uno getting red shelled here by Danny. Danny in first now. But now Dan's with that star moves up to first place.
Yeah. Cutting through all those moles.
Yes.
With it, yeah.
Has those moles, even if they pop out a little bit, they can hit you. And
Oh, they hit you real hard. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going into the final lap here. Dan's getting screwed over, I think, a little bit. Danny trying to catch up to Dan's.
Just battle the dance.
Yes, and
Yeah.
gets hit. Dan's now in last, but Danny, unfortunately.
No, that so
Now-
close.
Now Uno in a prime position to get first here. Very close race now
Oh,
between
yeah.
Dan's and Danny and Weatherton. Uno with a very solid lead, trying to
Oh, it's so close.
keep it going.
Yeah.
We'll get probably
watch out
first
for that.
here. Very close race at the end. But Danny
Oh,
unfortunately hits a banana,
no.
and we'll be getting fourth.
Oh.
Yeah, some frustration there from Danny, unfortunately.
Yeah. Some Mario Kart B sometimes.
Yes.
Very last second. Like,
Ver-
oh, here's a banana peel. Here's a shell. Here's
Get
a-
Mario Karted. Yeah,
Yeah, get Mario
absolutely.
Karted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, we're going to enter into Koopa Troopa Beach. We have once again, one of the shortcuts that you can use in this like no skips kind of thing for this tournament. Very big item here for Weatherton. It's
Yeah.
going to use it there because of the spin out there.
Oh, yep. Oh, no.
Unfortunately,
like no
is
one made-
unable to make it. Uno actually dodged I think he dodged a shock with a star there.
I think he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a very big lead now. That's very crucial for him. Danny in second with that crucial blue item, but unfortunately he's going to get comboed here.
Oh.
And another red shell. Weatherton also getting hit by red
Oh,
shells.
gee, that.
Danny with
oh, that is
another
rough.
hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably going to try and wait for one of those items to be a very useful item.
Yeah. Because not just what
Yeah.
item you get, it's also the timing of it is so important.
He decides to burn it, but also gets a shock at it. Misses the cut, unfortunately. Uno in first. Very big lead still.
Oh.
Because I just saw that. Weatherton, unfortunately.
By the time it was squished. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a lightning bolt now.
Yeah, he does.
Let's
He does
see
have a
what-
lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Let's see if.
See when he uses it.
Yeah. Danny in second. Dan's in third. Let's see what crucial point he'll be using it here. My guess is probably towards this cut here.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, although Dan decided to take
Yep.
the other way
Yep.
around. this
Doing a
time.
very good job of making sure Dan's and Danny could not go for that shortcut.
Yeah.
And now Weatherton trying to get into second place, and he does. But there will be some red shells probably going after him. Let's see if he can make it to the end. And he does.
Oh, and, yep.
He'll be get second place.
Another
Uno,
last minute lightning bolt thrown in there.
Uno with first place. Very comfortable lead there from that shock dodge.
Yeah.
And Dan's getting a third place here. Very unusual territory because he was doing a very good job in that first semifinals. And Danny, unfortunately, not so lucky so far, but still plenty of races to come. In this time, ooh, a little bit of a spin out there as we enter Calamari Desert. Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind. It's just a bunch of the off-road sections that our players will probably be taking very narrowly, so where it's simple enough to pass them. Danny using the shock there. We'll see if the red shell will probably affect him. It will. Dan's throwing that red when he passed him. Very close race though. Entering lap number 2, Uno using that boo item there, getting a shroom. Probably just wanted to burn it there. Weatherton in first place by just a little bit, but it's very close pack.
Yeah.
Dan's in 4th, using a golden to catch up here. Danny unfortunately spins out a second
spins out
time.
on a cactus, no
Yeah,
less.
another cactus there. Oh, the train might be in a little bit of effect there. A very big shock pull there, though, there for Danny. But unfortunately, got to keep in mind that those reds will still be.
They still hurt.
Yeah, they still hurt, and then we'll spin you out for about a second or two. Yeah, very close pack right now. Bunch of shells into play here. 3 of them have reds. Danny, the lone green wolf.
Lone green dinosaur.
Lone green dinosaur, indeed.
Yeah.
But as we enter lap number 3, Weatherton and Danny both crash out. Uno also does. Dan's now with a big lead. Yeah, very crucial shell hit there for Dan's. See, now is in that lead. Uno in 4th, Danny in 3rd, Weatherton in 2nd. Very close race now between Danny and Weatherton.
Oh!
But unfortunately,
another one of those red shells.
another one of those red
Gotta
shells.
stay away
Now
from
close
that.
between Uno and Danny. Danny trying to, unfortunately, does not get the item box at the end and does spin out. So unfortunately, will not get any points so far. But as for Dan's, great first place there. Uno in 3rd. Now it's tied with Dan's for the lead with 9 points. Weatherton in a comfortable 3rd place with 6 points. Danny still struggling to get that first point on the leaderboard, but still plenty of races to come as we enter the Special Cup.
The Special Cup, yeah.
Yes, so Rainbow Road is probably one of the longest tracks of the game, which is why you'll see that in the middle of it, as it's a very long 6-minute track that anybody can win, I would say.
Yeah.
Absolutely anybody can win.
As far as Rainbow Roads go, it's one of the easier Rainbow Roads, I'd say, compared to some of the other Mario games.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Dan's in 1st, Weatherton in 2nd. Danny Fathom in 3rd, Uno in 4th with those triple red shells, trying to catch up. But still a very close race from 2nd to 4th. A little bit of a spit out there towards. Yep, Danny fortunately getting red shelled here. We have a blue shell in the play now for as Uno has pulled it in 4th. Dan's with a very comfortable lead. Danny unfortunately getting red shelled there, but returns the favor to Uno, and Uno falls off. Oh, very big fall off there. That's very big for Dan's, who's now in a very comfortable lead for 1st. Uno unfortunately has a lot of ground to make up in 4th place.
Yeah. See if you can do it with all the mushrooms.
Yes.
All the shortcuts through the grass.
Yes, Dan's entering lap 3. Very comfortable lead right now. Weatherton trying to catch up to him in 2nd place.
Yeah.
Danny in 3rd, trying to get his first point on the board. Try to get somehow back into this mix. But Uno catching up, has a star, has triple red shells, has another set of triple red shells. As we enter lap 3, Dan's, despite despite burning out, manages to stay in first, and we'll get first here. Very close race now between Weatherton and Danny. Uno also trying to stay in this. Gets a blue shell. That will. Oh, but it hits.
Yep. Oh,
It hits Danny.
it does. Yeah.
But Danny has a golden, trying to catch up towards the end, getting a second place.
Oh, second.
Much needed 2 points for Danny.
What a comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much needed comeback for Danny.
Yeah.
Weatherton with that third place, and will have 7 points. Uno, unfortunately, very rough race for him, and will be a little bit behind on Dan's entering Yoshi Valley. Yeah, much needed points there for Danny. Try to get back into this entire event because it's been pandemonium so far. Shells flying everywhere. Weatherton, unfortunately, falls all the way down.
What a slow, rough start.
Yeah, slow, rough start for Weatherton. Losing a lot of precious time here. He's going to try to get those power items to get back in here. Dan's in first. A little bit of a lead over Uno here. Actually, no, over Danny. My apologies. Both really close right now. Both Yoshis within the mix. Uno not too far behind, just starting lap 2. Danny unfortunately spinning out there. All right, Weatherton using the golden, starting second lap. Ooh, and
Danny doing that shortcut.
Danny doing the shortcut.
Yeah,
that is one of the shortcuts that you can do in this no skips type of rule set.
Just allows you to skip that curve.
Yes.
There, saves you a good couple seconds.
Yes, and Danny getting that triple shrooms from the boo as we enter lap 3. Very crucial race here for Danny if he wants to try and stay in this thing. Also, has another boo, gets a star. Going for the shortcut, but misses it.
Oh, no, misses.
Unfortunate there, but Dan's.
It's not an easy shortcut to pull.
not
It's
an
slow.
easy shortcut
Yeah.
at all. Dan's.
And it's punishing if you fail it. It's very punishing.
Dan's will manage to get first here.
Yeah.
Uno trying to get second, but it will not be enough. Gets crushed by the egg. Weatherton trying to catch up, trying to get that third place spot, but it will not be enough most likely. As Danny with another 2 points on the board, staying within reach.
Oh, man.
And Uno finding another point after that rough DK Jungles Parkway race. Weatherton in third, still with 7 points.
Yeah, the tables are already turning.
Yeah.
And they might turn back again.
Yes, specifically this track right here.
Yes,
Banshee
Banshee
Boardwalk.
Boardwalk.
Yeah,
The bane of all of our existence.
absolutely.
Yeah.
As you'll know from this track, it's a lot of tight turns, a lot of
Very dark.
very dark.
Very hard to see, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what he will do here. Dan's unfortunately falls
Yeah,
off.
plunges
So
into the
does
water.
Danny.
Yeah.
And so does Uno. And just like that, oh! I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. A blue shell hit Weatherton, but still has the first place lead because he did not fall off and take it. He took it very safe here. Uno getting triple shrooms, trying to catch up to Dan's in second place. As we enter lap 2, Weatherton in first with a very comfortable lead. Danny, unfortunately, a little bit behind, but still can catch up. Not too far behind. Uno, unfortunately, messing up a little bit. Ooh, very crucial pull here for Danny. Weatherton spins out. Dan's is now in the lead. Very close race now between Dan's and Weatherton.
And this time Dan doesn't have a ghost to steal a star.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of very big items, Uno here. Very crucial item that can definitely disrupt Dan's race and possibly others if they run into it. As we enter the final lap here.
Oh.
Dan's and Weatherton very close together. Weatherton.
Blue shell just sent out. Danny's preparing another
but Weatherton
one.
unfortunately gets hit over the side.
Oh.
And just like that goes from first to last, but Dan
also
does
just
get
got
hit by the blue shell.
Yep.
And Danny.
Oh! They pulled out those banana
And
peels
Danny,
last second.
who many of us counted out after the start of that race, is now in second place. Very close race here. Dan's in first place, Danny in second. Danny, unfortunately, running into the wall there. Oh, and a red shell as well. Weatherton catching up. But very, very crucial race there for Dan's. Extending his lead. Uno trying to catch up to him. Gets 2 points on the board. And Weatherton with that third place finish. Danny tried to catch up there, but unfortunately.
He started off strong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how Mario Kart goes sometimes, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, we're nearing that halfway point, and we're getting into probably the longest track.
Yeah.
And
good solid 5 minutes.
Yep,
track.
6 minute track. Ooh, Danny unfortunately getting screwed over at the start. Does not fall off though, as you don't want to fall off on this track because you tumble down a very long path, and that is definitely something that hopefully it does not happen to you. But if it does, you'll be recovered from it. So, all right, Dan's in first place, has a shroom, is going to burn it into chain into a green shell. Uno in second place, Weatherton right behind him in third. Danny catching up in fourth place with that triple red shells. Gets another triple red shell set. Throwing those red shells, unfortunately, not the best item box to pull on this track specifically.
Nope, but Danny's got a lightning bolt now.
Yes, very crucial
Yep.
item here, and he uses it.
Yep, uses it right away.
Yes. Just like that, he's now in second place. Red shells does get to hit him though.
Oh.
Does not hit him off the edge though.
No, that was close though.
Yeah, very close though.
Yeah.
Dan's keeping that very strong lead. Weatherton in third, Uno in fourth, Danny in second. Gets a very crucial item here.
Oh, Danny's favorite item, the ghost.
Yes.
Oh, the tables are turning.
Unfortunately, gets hit by that green shell here.
Yeah. Is that another blue shell?
Yeah, another blue shell for Dan.
Two blue shells in a row.
Yeah. As we enter the second lap.
And is that a third one? A third blue shell.
A third blue shell. Going to be heading towards Dan's direction. The chain chop will affect Danny's race a little bit here. Very close race now between second, third, and fourth. Danny in second, Uno in third, Weatherton in fourth. Dan's keeping that first place lead. Unfortunately, the chain chomp will inhabit Danny's race for a little bit, does spin out a little bit. Weatherton with a star catching up to Uno in third, who's in second place. Gets a shock. The lightning bolt does get redded as well though, so still anybody's game. Even though Dan has had that lead for a little bit, with these blue shells that people have been pulling.
Yeah, lightning bolt followed by a blue shell.
Yeah, I mean, just like that, it's just anybody's race still. Speaking of that, wow, I mean,
this tournament has seen so many lightning bolts.
Yeah,
it's been
a
like
lot of
lightning bolt
bolts,
after lightning bolt.
Blue shells, stars, the whole shebang.
Yeah, all our favorite items.
Absolutely. Dan's and Danny first and second. Uno and Weatherton in third and fourth. Weatherton spinning out there. Ooh, Dan's with a very big item in first. Gets a boo at probably one of the best times to get it, but does.
He just missed.
Yeah, just missed it, unfortunately. Danny now in first. Dan's getting screwed over by those red shells. Does have shrooms to catch up to him. Very close race right now. Uno in third, Weatherton in fourth, Danny in first, Dan's in second as we enter lap number 3. Weatherton with a star trying to catch up to that top 2. Ooh, unfortunately getting hit by that shell there. Weatherton also getting hit by an item here. Dan's trying to place those bananas, trying to make them hazardous to the race. two Goldens. Golden for Uno, Golden for Weatherton. Ooh, unfortunately.
Oh, that's just, his Golden was cut short.
Yeah, cut short because
running
into those
right off.
running into those greens, and unfortunately also falling off the track.
Oh, the long rolling drop of Rainbow Road.
That'll be very difficult to recover from.
Yeah. Drops in Rainbow Road are so punishing.
Yeah,
They're
very
so
punishing.
Yeah.
A shock there for Weatherton, very big here. Definitely has a chance to catch up, but keep in mind, those red shells, they can definitely hit him. They will. And Dan's still keeping a decent, somewhat lead. Very close between those top three. Uno trying to somehow come back after that horrific fall towards like the middle of that lap 3. Getting another shock there. Ooh, Danny slipping out on that banana. Weatherton in second place now. Very close race now between Danny and Weatherton. Dan's in a little bit of a lead. Also has a boo item as well.
Yeah, the infamous ghost item.
Yes. Ooh, Danny having those red shells, hitting Weatherton both times. Very close race now. Dan's still keeping that lead. Will get first place. Very close race at the end. Will Danny manage to get second place? Yes, he will.
Oh.
And Weatherton with that third place. Yeah, Uno, very difficult to recover from that. But we are halfway there. And as we see right now, Dan's in 21 points, Uno with 12, Weatherton with 9, and Danny Fathom with 6. Still anybody's game as we enter the second half.
The Star Cup.
Yes, the Star Cup. We're starting off with another
super long.
Yes,
Wario Stadium. Not a difficult one though.
Yeah.
Unless someone pulls a lightning bolt on you while you're trying to leap over that edge. That's a deadly move.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely it'll be something to keep an eye on towards the end of each lap.
Yeah.
Definitely make a big difference here. Dan's in first. Danny unfortunately slipping out in fourth. Weatherton in second. Uno in third. Very close race between those three right now. Danny trying to catch up. All right. Danny in fourth place. Trying to catch up here. As for, I mean, this has just been a very tight race right now. Uno having that shock in third place. Using it because Dan's got that boo item.
Yeah.
Definitely something to keep in mind here. All right, so Danny uses his star, make sure that Dan's does not steal it from him. Weatherton, ooh, a little bit of a crash there for Weatherton here. Dan's in first place, still holding on. Actually, got another boo up, actually, apparently.
Another one.
I am.
The infamous boo one, boo, yeah, boo pull.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Very close race still. Plenty of race to come, though. I mean, this last lap is going to be very crucial between Uno, Weatherton, and Danny. Dan's still has the lead, though. He's going to try and keep that lead, and also has a very crucial item in first. As we enter lap number 3.
Still holding on to their items, though.
Yes.
See when they're going to pull those.
Yep. Holding on to that first place is Dan's having a much bigger lead now. It's between Uno and Weatherton in second and third. Danny trying to catch up in fourth place. Uno immediately spamming the shock as soon as he gets it. Definitely will give him a bit of a lead over Weatherton in third place. Dan still in a very big lead here.
Yeah.
Well, Uno Weatherton
Oh, there he
still in
goes.
that second and third. Finally, Danny uses the shock here, trying to catch up here. He's going to try and pass Weatherton, which he does. Let's hope he can. Very crucial.
Another lightning
Very
bolt.
crucial pull here.
Yeah.
However, with that boo in play,
Oh, there you go. Stealing his thunder. Oh.
and unfortunately,
Oh, and
you
the
can-
ledge.
yes.
The ledge.
the ledge will come into play here. Weatherton barely makes it. Danny,
Oh, Danny just pulls.
just makes it.
Just makes it.
but man, that boo came into clutch for Dan's. And Uno with the second place here. Weatherton in third. Danny, unfortunately, with that boo pull from Dan's and that steal, fortunately will be another last.
Yeah. That was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, nail in the
That-
coffin there. All right. All right,
Now
we enter Sherbet Land.
yeah,
Unfortunately, Danny falling off at the very start. It's going to be a very big time loss there.
Yeah. Sherberland's is another tricky one.
Dan's again continues to amaze with another boo pull.
Another boo. Another first place boo.
Yes. Danny using that going to try and catch up here. Uno in second with those greens. Weatherton in third. As we enter lap number 2. Oh, and a boo
stealing
steal.
Another thunder.
Oh, but Dan's unfortunately falls off. That will be a very close race now. Uno in first now.
So-
Weatherton in second.
So many lightning bolts.
Third.
We're about to.
Danny almost falling off the edge there. And yeah, very close race between the top 3. Dan's getting hit there. Uno pandemonium right now. Very
Yeah.
shock galore. Danny now with those shocks is now in first. Very crucial
man.
shock there.
Yeah, the Dans have switched places.
He wants to try and possibly challenge for that third place spot. He definitely needs to get a first here. Close between. Oh my goodness. Danny unfortunately falling off there. It is now a very close race. And Danny unfortunately going to be falling into last there. Weatherton in first now. Dan's in second. Dan's spinning out here in that third place spot. Weatherton in first. Uno in second. Danny trying to catch up to Dan's in third place. Ooh, Uno spinning out. Weatherton trying to get that first place spot. Dan's and Uno very close at the end. Danny even passing.
No!
Very close at the end.
Oh, what a turnaround.
Very
oh,
close
my
ending
goodness.
at the end. Danny with that second place at the very end. And just
Oh, that
like
was such a last minute.
just
oh, my
like that,
goodness.
Danny is back into that conversation
Yeah.
and getting second and third. All right, as we enter Royal Raceway, nearing those last few races here. Dan's with a very comfortable lead, up ahead by 11 points. Can try and keep that lead.
Yeah, this is another big ledge where you can easily screw people up.
Yes.
With a good old lightning bolt.
Absolutely. Definitely want to pay attention to that area, because if you use it at the right time, you can definitely mess up the racers. And on that ramp, you can definitely not make it if you are small.
Yep.
I've learned that from experience myself.
As did I.
Yes, absolutely. Danny in first right now. Uno in second. Getting hit by the bomb car there. Dan's now in second. Uno spinning out again. Weatherton, my apologies. Get those confused a little bit. Now in third. Uno in fourth. Dan's in second. Taking the big off-road
no,
there.
taking back the first. Yeah.
Now into first. Danny in second. Weatherton in third, spinning out there. Very close race now between Uno and Weatherton. Same with for Dan's and Danny. Very big pull here for Uno. Definitely is considering that specific placement here. Definitely going to try and keep in mind of that. Will not use it, though. Definitely leaves it
there he
here,
goes.
though.
Oh, is he going to make it?
He will not.
No.
Very, very big move by Uno here to get back into second place. Dan's, once again, continues to amaze by getting another boo.
First place boo, no less.
Yes.
Is wild to see.
Yes, very, very much so. As we enter the final lap here.
Oh, and Danny takes a tumble.
Danny, unfortunately, falling off there.
Yeah. That's an area where you can easily spin out a bit.
Yeah.
Those really weird turns at the end.
Absolutely. Dan's in first, holding on to that boo. Pay attention to that second and third place right now. Uno in second.
There's blue shell coming.
Weatherton in third. Blue shell incoming probably will not take much effect here due to how far of a lead it is. Very spread out race here. Weatherton trying to catch up to Uno with that star. Danny also trying to do the same in fourth place. As for Dan's, though, another first place, 28 points on the leaderboard.
Ooh, the shell came a little too late.
Yeah. Yeah, blue shell came a little too late.
Oh,
and at the worst time for Danny.
At
the worst time for Danny, unfortunately, we're getting fourth here.
2 times in a row.
Weatherton trying to get that. Let's see if he get it. Oh! Hits the red shell at the end, but unfortunately, Uno still manages to get second place. Very close race at the end. Weatherton tried to get that second place there.
Yeah, now everyone's favorite, Bowser's Castle.
Yes.
This one's a struggle, man.
Yes.
Even for more competitive players.
Absolutely.
Those thwomps do not mess around.
Yes. Another item item-ish that definitely can mess you up and definitely can hinder your race for sure.
Yep. Oh, that thwomp is just way too happy crushing Uno.
Yep. Yes. Dan's in first place. Weatherton in second. Danny in third. Get them confused a little bit. And Uno in fourth. Entering the end of lap number 1. And a very big pull here for Danny.
Yeah, quite spread out.
Yeah, very quite spread out, though. Between first and second and third and fourth. Danny trying to break away from that third place gap between him and second place Weatherton. Dan's still in a very comfortable lead. Weatherton a little bit behind. Danny in third, very close to the edge there.
Yeah, way too close to that lava.
Yeah, but managed to stay in that.
Yeah.
Stay on the track. I mean,
it's very easy to fall into that lava.
Yeah,
if you're not careful, if you don't turn right.
Absolutely. Uno trying to catch up now in fourth place. Weatherton spinning out here. Danny throwing that red shell. Will it connect? Yes, it will. Skips the item boxes here. Danny trying to get that second place, but the shock by Uno. Uno is now trying to catch up now in that third place position. Now we'll move up into second. But unfortunately, the thwomp.
The thwomps.
The thwomp messes up.
Always the thwomps, man.
Danny hitting the wall. Weatherton goes spinning out.
More.
So much chaos going on right now. Dan's with a very crucial lead here.
Uno takes a plunge into the lava.
So much happening right now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. A big bomb car hit for Danny. Weatherton in second. Uno trying to catch up here in fourth. Has a star. Gonna try and catch up to Danny in third place. We'll see what happens at the end of this race.
Oh, another close second, third.
Yeah, unfortunately, he runs into the wall at the very end, so he'll be getting third place here. Does get a point on the board. Uno Weatherton tied for second with 16 points each. And Danny with 9 points. Dan's game, very comfortable lead with 31 points.
And we reached the final cup, the Flower Cup. In my opinion, this is the toughest overall cup because all the levels just have like really tricky turns.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we got a donation here from iCup Speedruns, fellow Mario Kart 64 runner here. saying, I'm grateful to have made it to another great event put on by GSA. I'm also glad I was able to participate in another MK64 tournament here. Shout outs to everyone who has had a hand in making this event possible. Crossing my fingers for that PS5. Yes, we'll be donating towards that PS5 goal. Another shock here in play by Danny. Thank you guys. Yeah, thank you, iCup students, for the donation. Very, very close race right now in Toad's Turnpike. Ooh, and the red shell hit by Dan's. Hits Danny. Now Danny is now in third as we enter lap number 2. Uno trying to stay in this race with that star. Weatherton in second. Ooh, Danny unfortunately running into that truck there. Trying to avoid all of those cars and trucks.
It's not easy.
Not easy at all, especially if you're trying to use like Goldens or Stars. Well, Stars you'll be fine, but.
It's like driving through New Jersey for me.
Dan's in first, Weatherton in second, Uno in third. Uno throwing those red shells, hitting Weatherton. Danny in that 4th place position. Very big, very big race here for all of the racers here.
Yeah, Dan still has quite the lead, but everyone else is pretty neck and neck.
Yeah, pretty neck and neck. Danny still can catch up to those two, Uno and Weatherton, in that tied for second place here. Danny in second place. Uno, well, trading with Danny for that second place spot. Weatherton in 4th, trying to catch up here. Dan's in 1st place once again. Great showing from him during this tournament. Very close race now between Uno, Weatherton, and Danny. Gets a boo item for Uno. Takes an item.
Lightning bolt and a truck.
Yeah, unfortunate for Danny there.
Yeah.
At the worst possible time there. But Dan's.
In a second.
Dan's good chance he might not get first here. Uno trying to close that gap. Spuns out. Will it be enough? Yes, it will. Uno with the first place. And
oh my goodness.
very big points on the leaderboard for Uno. Dan's with that second place. Very big turnaround there.
That was such a huge turnaround.
Absolutely. Weatherton with that 3rd place. Danny unfortunately messing up at the very end there, or just going to get hit by a bunch of those items there. All right, shock in the play very early into Frappe Snowland. This is the 3rd to last race here. Right now, Danny in 1st place, trying to avoid those snowmen, but unfortunately is not able to.
Nope.
Dan's now in 1st, using those shrooms to his advantage, almost hitting the snowman along the way. Weatherton spinning out in 3rd place. All right, as we enter lap 2 now. Danny in 1st place, trying to get those points on the leaderboard. Weatherton in 2nd, gets hit by another red shell, it seems. Gets passed by both Dan's and Uno. Danny trying to keep that 1st place spot. Uno,
Danny's going to start or run through those snowmen.
Yep, trying to make sure he does not hit them again like he did on the 1st lap. Dan's gets hit by the red shells, hits another green shell, gets comboed here.
Oh, he's dropped to 3rd.
Dropped to 3rd.
Danny in 1st.
Danny in 1st, going into that final lap. Uno not too far behind. Does have a red shell, has thrown it, and it will connect. Does have a shroom though, so you will try to go back into that full speed boost. Very close race now. Danny in 1st place, Uno in 2nd, Weatherton in 3rd, Dan's in 4th, but catching up really rapidly. Having that start to his advantage. Danny unfortunately getting blue shelled.
1st to 4th with a single blue
and
shell.
And a boo for Dan's.
Boo.
Danny trying to catch up at the very end. Weatherton, unfortunately, will get 4th because of that items at the very end.
3rd.
And the point there for Danny. 10 points for Danny Fathom. 36
All right.
for Dan's game.
We're coming up on everyone's least favorite track, Choco Mountain.
Brilliant showing from Dan's game, by the way.
Yeah.
Uno in second with 21 points. Weatherton in third with 17. Second to last race, Choco Mountain. Like I was saying, not a great track.
Not a great track for anyone. Yeah. Most punishing fall in this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so easy to lay like all those banana peels at that corner.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, because if you fall off on that one corner, that can be very detrimental to your race.
Very, yeah.
Weatherton using the shock here, catching up to Uno. Ooh, getting flattened. Very crucial time loss there for Uno. Dan's with a very big lead here, but keep in mind, just because of that lead does not mean that like a banana and shock, like Uno with that shock in fourth place, can play a very big factor here. Dan's gets hit.
Oh, hit and flattened.
And will that put him on in second place? Yes, it will. Weatherton now in first. Yeah, shock being very crucial for this race.
Oh, and Dan drops to fourth.
Yeah, Dan's dropped to fourth. Unfortunately, I think he fell off again, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
Danny now in second. Weatherton a very comfortable lead in first. Uno right behind Danny in third. Dan's trying to catch up on that final lap in fourth place. Very crucial turn here for Weatherton. Unfortunately, gets the same thing that happened to Dan's happens to Weatherton. And Uno now in that first place spot. Very crucial points for him. Most likely will be getting second on the leaderboard. Danny Fathom with a second place finish. Weatherton and Dan's getting screwed over by those shocks that spin them out, and then next thing you know, they're off the track and can't really catch up back from that.
Can't, no.
All right, as we're entering the last track in this entire final, so I just want to say, make sure you donate to Urban Arts, a great, incredible cause. We are at 45,350, so make sure you do so towards this entire week and also later on if you want to. All right, Mario Raceway, the last track in this finals here. Pretty much set in stone, but still will have a blast in this final race. Danny with a very crucial item with a star in first place. Uno, unfortunately, spinning out there. Very close race now between Weatherton, Uno, and Dan's game. Danny trying to break away here. This is his race to win. As we enter the final lap here. Very quick race right now.
Yeah.
Danny's
way ahead, but Dan is catching up.
Dan's is catching up. Uno Weatherton very close. We have a last-minute donation. You might want to read that. Yes, so it's a $25 donation from myself, actually. Ooh, very close at the very end. Will Danny get it? Yes, he will. Ooh. A first place for Danny. I'll say a donation from me, actually. Finals hype and going towards a target of incentive. Uno, second place. Weatherton, third place. Dan's is your winner. Round of applause for all of our competitors. Valiant showing.
Good job, group.
From all of them, ending off with a great Mario Raceway at the very end. Dan's 36 points. Uno in second with 26. Weatherton with 19. And Danny Fathom, valiant showing, like really good job in fourth place with that 15 points. And there you have it for the Mario Kart 64 tournament. Very valiant showing. What do you think of that?
I thought it was really fun.
Yeah, absolute chaos, absolutely.
So much chaos, and like people who like had never even played before, like signed up for the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, shout outs to everybody who signed up for it, and we have a bunch of more stuff to happen later on. But make sure you donate for like a bunch of cool prizes. They'll be listed on the app as well, and gotta say, thank you, Dance Game, for putting on this wonderful show. Big round of applause for Dance Game and valiant, great showing. Absolutely, Mario Kart 64, fun to watch. And anything else to add?
I don't think so.
I mean, that was just a great showing, and
it was a great tournament overall.
Yeah, and now I got to run my game, so we'll be back for Mario Kart Wii in just a few moments.
If you liked that tournament, we have plenty more Mario Kart coming up.
Yes, stick around for that, and I'll see you guys in a bit.